All right. Introduction roll call time.
Hi, I'm Joe. I play Luke Hammond, the Green Pit Viper Ranger, and the Dimension Storm Ranger team leader.
I'm James. I play Charlie Park, the Yellow Housecat Ranger.
Hey, what's up, Lactation Nation? It's DJ Cowtits, and I play Javier.
I tried so hard. I couldn't. I was trying so hard. All right, I do the real one.
What? That
No,
was the
I'm
real one.
keeping that. I'm keeping that.
Okay. All right. Hi, my name is Jay. I am the game master. I play literally everyone else. And today we will be having James do recap of last session.
Alrighty. After our first dive into the late 1970s of Earth 6L324, the Dimension Storm Rangers wake up on the safety of their own home ship, Allie. The team briefs Orion about the drama that's been worked out among the Life Force Rangers and the developments about the possibility of the Incredible Hulk existing and the dangers that could follow. Orion asks us to find out more, and he just basically asks us about that, and if Hayakawa can get a look at the Life Force HQ and lab. And we kind of tell Orion what we did, and he kind of had seen like the wrestling match and everything else. The Dimension Storm team heads back down to the Hidden Ranger headquarters on Lightning Cruiser, and they catch up with Dr. Banner. We learn a bit more about the Life Force Ranger team and their exploits from the decade before and before our arrival. Banner tells us about the demon forces they were able to seal away 10 years ago. During the exchange of info, the hero team makes observations about the Life Force damaged suits and Polaroids of their life before the drama began, most notably being that the Green Ranger suit had no wear and tear from the events of the past, and Luke noticed a familiar face among the pictures on the fridge in the kitchen, it being the mysterious and sexy stranger named Ed from the night before. Sharing the name as the friend of the Life Force Rangers lost years ago due to America's conflict with Vietnam. Charlie asks Banner about information on the Hulk as well, and David Banner tells stories of his past and mistakes leading up to his decisions on helping the government with their super soldier program. Banner gets us back on task by telling us more information about Marcus Mooreland's cabin, the final Life Force Ranger that we need to find. The Life Force team shows up to the underwater HQ, and Jackie and Carl accompany the Dimension Storm team in locating the last Life Force member. As we approach the cabin carefully, Luke gets a phone call from an undisclosed number, a phone booth, and speaks with the enigmatic Ed, making plans to meet up later. As the heroes investigate the cabin, it's confirmed to be Marcus Mooreland's through finding of his wood carvings, diary, and what appears to be a magical crate. We get a call and discover that Ben and Troy are in danger back near the Bayside area, so Jackie is left at the cabin to confront Marcus when he returns home. Carl, Charlie, Javi, and Luke fly off in Lightning Cruiser to help their new friends. We approach the scene as Troy and Ben seem surrounded by space pirate foot soldiers, the sand monster known as Sanubakuto, who was their first encounter the day before, and the vile boss level Captain Zahab, who Charlie who sees him as Captain Mutiny from his research, but it's Captain Zahab, we find out later, and an icy demon femme fatale. Upon arrival, it's clear that Captain Zahab is already he's on his way out of the battlefield, and the ice monstrous is actually reluctant to be fighting at all. Benjamin is already somewhat injured as he is so new to being a Power Ranger. The pirates are trying to escape with some books, and Luke immediately sees an opportunity to stop their plans, whatever they may be. He doesn't want them to succeed in whatever they were doing. Carl, the Yellow Lion Life Force Ranger, jumps into battle without hesitation. Charlie at first is torn between taking on the pirates and assisting his leader Luke, who has jumped into his own dangerous situation. Not sure which move to take, he ends up finding himself within range of the sand monster Sanbakuto. Wanting to impress his new friends as well as defeat some of the threats in order to make sure Luke's okay, Charlie runs forward and shoots at Sanbakuto, missing miserably but pulling aggro. Juan uses his mammoth breath on some pirates and takes one out with ease. Troy pulls out a bull staff and kills another pirate. Lightning Cruiser gets in on the fun and does some damage. Son Bakuto, still annoyed with the Cat Ranger, punches Charlie into a nearby fountain. Icy Angel, still trying to navigate the battlefield diplomatically among her monster peers, goes to shoot Javi but misses. The fight continues when suddenly lightning strikes some of the pirates and a Shadow Ranger joins the skirmish. Charlie rises from the water in Magna Defender mode and slashes Son Bakuto in the back, causing him to fall into an existential pacified mindset. The Shadow Ranger looks like he's mad at Icy Angel. Some more fighting happens. Tabby, now a lioness, performs a powerful roar, blowing Son Bakuto away a while. Charlie swings around and uses his cape to protect Icy Angel from the Shadow Ranger's attacks. Javi mammoth stampedes the Shadow Ranger. Lightning Cruiser pins Son Bakuto against a pillar, and he's eventually defeated along with all the other antagonistic pirate foot soldiers, leaving 2 of the Icy Angel's little bodyguard ones behind, which they leave. Anyway, the Shadow Ranger makes mention of his Empress. We hear a laugh similar to Rita Repulsa's, and he leaves the battlefield. Icy Angel, or Hiera, tells us that Zahab needed the books to properly learn English in order to threaten the world and make his demands. During the fight, it seems, she has taken a liking to Charlie after his emergence from the fountain, powerful strike against Son Bakuto, and protective nature towards her. She goes on to tell us that Captain Zahab is trying to use the world's essence to supercharge a weapon. Javi and Troy eat the now dead Son Bakuto sand monster, which is very strange, because he wasn't like an animal, he's just like a sandman. Anyway, we have Orion and Hayakawa meet us back at the lab. Orion tells us that Rita is still in the dumpster and her palace hasn't been erected on the moon within Earth 6L324. She must somehow have lent enough power to create a Shadow Ranger minion without the use of a power coin. We learn that Jackie was able to successfully get Marcus to join back up with the Rangers, and Hiera kisses Charlie, and through some weird monster magic technique, she's able to learn English through like the kissing mind meld. So what is the mystery behind Luke's friend Ed, who might just be the Life Force Green Ranger who was supposed to have died in Vietnam? Will Jack McGee's news article about the Hulk cause vigilantes and hunters to seek a reward for his capture? Will Earth 6L324 be okay under the threat of Captain Zahab, Icy Angel's mother, Spectral Empress Ilias, who we haven't heard about yet, and the impending threat of Rita Repulsa already making moves to take over Earth? It looks like the 2 Ranger teams have their work cut out for them. Let's find out what happens next on the Power Rangers themed TTRPG via Roll20 on Discord. You're tuned in to Power Rangers Dimension Storm.
Damn. All right.
I think we should get more story points for that.
No.
Like,
put it up to 12.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
That was fucking dope.
Sorry.
I think James might just have to be the one to do this more often.
I gotta learn how to read.
I need to get better at doing recaps. Mine are so chaotic.
I'm just gonna record Juan's voice a bunch and then use AI to make him do it.
Oh my god.
I already agreed to it. I was like, yeah, you can do that.
I'm getting that in paper, by the way. I will own Juan's voice by the end of tomorrow.
Oh god.
And then I'm gonna sell it to Disney.
I don't think they would want my voice.
Nah, I'm gonna give it to Prime. They're gonna use it for some fucked up shit. Probably the boys. Anyway, so y'all pick up where y'all left off. Orion had taken Hiera back to the ship, and Jackie is with Marcus at his cabin, talking to him, and Luke has been informed that he needs to stay on standby in case she needs him to come talk to Marcus. Luke knows why, and that's where we pick up.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's like 2:30, 3 in the afternoon.
Yep.
It's like 5.
We haven't had lunch yet.
Nope. Charlie's already in the lunch area.
Already in the kitchen.
Do they have stuff to make sandwiches?
Yes, it's a fully stocked kitchen.
I want to kind of set everything out and start like making sandwiches for everybody.
Beep bop beep. Actually, Luke's gonna go check in on the nerd boys.
Okay. We will start with Luke, and then we'll move on to everyone else. So, Luke, you come in, and let me move him over here. You see that Hayakawa and David are exchanging and things and talking at this table here. And you see Benjamin standing off to the side, also a bit a part of the conversation that they are having currently. Currently, Hayakawa and David, when you enter, you can hear them talking about. David is explaining to him how the life force powers exactly work.
How do they work?
Well, when you walk in, if you continue on the conversation, as David is explaining, so when they use the life bracers, these little cards here target a specific part of the human body, which in everything, at least in our universe, lies a little bit of everything. When they were creating this force known as the Life Force Rangers, they wanted to tap into some of that potential. And what they found is they could tap into the potential of other living creatures and enhance the people within these suits to give them specific abilities and powers and overall increase their durability, speed, strength, and intelligence. What they decided to land on was a falcon, a dolphin, a rhino, a bull, and a lion, each bringing very good characteristics to the table. Take, for instance, Carl, when he first became a ranger with everybody else, was not the bravest. But after so long of using the lion power, it managed to awaken more of that in him. It made him more courageous, which is why he is the way that he is. Look at Jackie. The dolphin power brought out her care, her friendliness. Jackie may not be much when it comes to combat, but she's one of the smartest and kindest people on the team. As far as I know, Jackie is also wanting to revive the Life Force Rangers and make her own team, specifically tied to rescuing people and keeping care of people in need. Look at Troy. You think Troy's strength is natural? After using the bull power for so long, Troy's natural ability was way beyond expectations.
Also, probably why he's so hard-headed.
David looks to you. Exactly, just like that. To give a bit more explanation, Hayakawa was just like, that's really fascinating, actually. Awakening parts of the body into some degree, is it DNA based? And David looks, it's a little bit DNA, but also a little bit spiritual, if I may say that. Like I said, in our universe, you can find a bit of everything in any living creature. We're just tapping into those specific parts to create these powers.
It's kind of interesting how they exhibit characteristics similar to their powers and whatnot. Something similar kind of happened with my team and I don't know how close attention you guys pay to people's faces, but and Luke kind of like bares his teeth a little bit, and his incisors, his canine teeth, are kind of pointed and curved in a little bit, akin to fangs. It's not super noticeable unless you really look. But
Yeah. Benjamin looks over. That's really fascinating. Actually, what's going to happen to me if I continue to use these powers? Do you all have any information? What happened to the former Green Ranger, if I might ask? David starts flipping through. Ah, yes. The Rhino powers, as we can tell, led to wisdom. Overall, just ability to use common sense, be more understanding to people, and a little bit of more durability than some of the other powers, but mostly inheritance of wisdom, precognitive abilities. It's very interesting, that one. Maybe you'll start to exhibit some of those. I think you were already pretty smart, Benjamin, and I think this really fits you. And Benjamin just kind of straightens himself up a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to say no to no to some wisdom, so I'll definitely take it as long as I'm needed. Hayakawa is still looking over everything and murdering about himself. but y'all don't have a sixth, I've noticed. It doesn't seem like y'all had a plan to make a sixth, or y'all didn't encounter another ranger, except for the one that they encountered earlier today. And David says, well, there was talks of creating a new version of the life brace, but it never got taken off the ground. And unfortunately, I don't think a prototype was ever made. I know you talked about you being a sixth ranger and having a power set similar but yet different to your own, being the prototype of your team, but it never made it out of the design phase. The rangers were doing good in their own right, from what I can tell, due to the logs, and there was just no need. Hayakawa starts to write some stuff down. Okay, yeah. It seems like y'all fared pretty well. Y'all were out a member, and then they still pulled through at the very end, even without a full team. It's interesting. Do you have anything to add, Luke, to the conversation?
He's just kind of listening.
Okay. And that you're just listening. We'll move on to Charlie. Charlie, what are you doing in the kitchen?
Okay, so I've set stuff out, but now I'm starting to second guess myself because I don't know what everybody likes and what their preferences are. So, and I don't want to just make myself a sandwich and then like eat a sandwich and then be like, I didn't make anything for anybody else. But then I also don't want to make sandwiches and bring them into other rooms because I know there's highly technical stuff. And I know my mom raised me not to like make food and bring it into other rooms when there might be like things like get crumbs in the VCR or whatever, Betamax player or whatever. And so now I'm just like, I'm having my own like anxiety just making sandwiches.
Well,
and so
you're just sitting there looking around.
But suddenly, in the anxiety, I calm down and I think about Icy Angel, and I'm like, "What's going on with that?"
Okay,
And,
so
and that's it. I don't know. I'm sitting there holding like a loaf of bread, and I don't know what to do.
So you're sitting there holding a loaf of bread as Troy and Carl walk in. Carl says, fantastic, he's already started.
Oh, hey, I wanted to make sandwiches, but I didn't know what everybody liked. And I see that y'all have like turkey and ham and everything in the fridge, and all the and like mayonnaise and stuff. But you want me to make you a sandwich, Troy, Carl? I wash my hands. I'll wash them again if you want.
A sandwich would be a nice, good lunch. I prefer a nice ham and cheese with mustard.
Ham, cheese, and mustard.
Troy's like, yeah, I'll take a turkey cheese.
Turkey and cheese.
As for everyone else, I don't know David well enough to claim his order, and I'm sure you know what your comrades like, but it's good that you got a good start on it. We had the same idea. Great minds think alike.
Yes, sir. We can't fight crime on an empty stomach.
Speaking of which, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up, sir?
I am needed back to my side of Mariner Bay to perform some patrols. And I was wanting to know if you'd like to go patrolling with me.
Oh, absolutely. That would be awesome. I mean, I'll talk to the guys, make sure that that's okay with them, and hold on. And I get on the communicator and I activate Javi and Luke's. I ring them.
Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, I'm in the kitchen making sandwiches. I don't know what you guys want. So just if y'all want to just tell me what you want, I'll make them for you, or y'all can come down. But anyway, other than that, Carl's asking me to go on patrol with him. Would that be okay with y'all if I did that?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, we're not doing too terribly much at the moment. I mean, I'm on call if Jackie needs me, but yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Call me if y'all need me. Thank you.
Yeah, have fun.
All right, yeah, Carl. Yeah, I would be honored.
Alrighty then. I guess after this lunch we get some fuel in our systems and we'll head to the streets. I'll show you everything I know about going on patrol and how to handle even the smallest of end criminals. Not every criminal deserves to be ruffled up and taken to the cops. Some are just not good at making life choices. Sometimes a good talking and some persuasion can go a long way. But I can assume that you already know that.
Yes, sir. I've been wanting to talk to a lot of the enemies that we've been running into, and just see what their motives were, and see if I could just talk them out of their lifestyles. This is amazing that you feel the same way.
He's going to put his arm over your shoulder. Fantastic, isn't it? Two people separated by thousands and thousands of light years, unfathomable numbers of space and time, yet both cat, both like-minded.
Both yellow, not cowardly, but
Yes, color of our powers. Troy's just there like, what the fuck am I looking at?
shaking his head. Holy yellow cat powers, Lion Man.
All right, cat boy, let's go to the Lion Mobile. It's definitely not a rental car. Anyway, so you're gonna go with him, and I'm guessing everybody told you what they wanted for their food. So we go to Javier. Javier, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling, fool.
You're just chilling.
Yeah, really not. He's really he doesn't know what to do now that everybody's on their own. He's just kind of walking around.
You
Okay.
don't want to just fight the strongest motherfucker there.
No, after Troy shared that beautiful moment of eating the monster with him, he doesn't want to fight.
So you're walking down. You're walking down to get your sandwich, and your bag starts to ruffle about. You hear
Huh?
cracking.
I whip it around. I open the bag. I look in.
So you open the bag and you see that the egg that you had stored in your backpack is starting to crack and wobble around.
And Javi's just be like, "¿Qué traes, mijo?"
You can start to see that at the top of the egg, something is starting to poke repeatedly at the crack as you can start to see it get more open and open. As finally it cracks open, a bit of the egg splashing on your face.
Right. I'm still walking. I'm still walking towards where Charlie and everyone is while this is happening.
And as that happens, you get a
Oh my god. I pull him out of the bag if he's fully without out of the shell.
Whoa, what do you got there, Javi?
Oh, he's like the egg that I was carrying with me. It hatched, fool.
Don't remember if I saw you grab an egg.
Just like it's my son, fool. He's finally here now. I don't know what to do with him.
It's a
Feel
white.
free. I'm sending this in reference art just so y'all have like a full reference. He is tinier, but you are always more than welcome to find art that you like for him, but this is just for everybody to see.
Oh. Okay, so I'm concerned immediately, and I take a picture of it with my watch and send it to Luke. Javi, that looks like it could be connected to your white dinosaur powers.
I look into its eyes and it's like, and it wants me to morph.
Whoa!
No, it does not. No, it does not.
It does, and I'm morphing. I'm beginning to. No, I'm playing.
I would like to detect the dinosaur's aura.
So
Vibe check.
this is an interesting thing for you, Charlie. You are experiencing an aura that is just now coming to life as the creature itself just have. It's about as good as a miracle as childbirth. As you start to see the aura take shape, you see the aura is not particularly evil. But then a chain reaction starts. You can sense it in the room. You could probably guess what it is. Something on Javier starts to change and starts to try to shape the aura of this little dinosaur. It seems nothing is happening yet, but you can feel the pull. You can see it. You can visualize it. The bits of darkness that are starting to seep into this fresh new life that has finally come in.
Javi, I need to tell you something. You've been warned about the white dinomorpher from Orion and Zordon from New York, and I just detected your dinosaur's aura, and it seems to be like, it wants, it's nature versus nurture. It's not evil, but I can tell that your morpher's got a darkness to it, and it's kind of calling to the dinosaur, pulling it towards, like, wanting it to be evil. So I don't know how you need to interpret that or what you want to do to navigate that, but I just want you to know that your morpher has darkness in it, and it's wanting your dinosaur to go that route. So if we can do anything we can to go the other way, like, I'll go buy that thing some pacifiers and toys, and we'll love the hell out of it to make sure it goes the other way.
Javier's is gonna hug this thing close to him and be like, "My son would never be evil. Don't talk to me or my son ever again," and walk away.
Okay, he walks away. That's not a good reaction. I look at Troy and I'm like,
Troy's leaning back. Do we need to worry about that?
yeah, I think that could be the seed of a problem.
Does it need to be handled immediately?
It could be monitored. I don't know if it needs to be handled. And I'm not really the best equipped to come up with these decisions. We should probably tell Luke.
I mean, Luke would get the picture and be like, "What the fuck?"
Okay, I'll call. Yeah, you're about to find out right now, so I'm just gonna.
Javi walks in with his son.
Literally what he's doing. So we're back up at the top with the nerd bros and Luke as Javier walks in with this dino baby.
Can we have followed him, me, Carl, and Troy?
Are you bringing the sandwiches?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all could have followed him.
Can you move my
Shortly
character?
after.
I'm gonna close it out and then make it open up again.
Yeah, so after that, you got the sandwiches and y'all decided to head this way. And as y'all do, y'all see that that he's here with the child, the baby.
The baby.
I want to see the baby.
The baby. The fucking baby just goes, "Let's go." Just stupid.
So Javier walks in with this baby, and then shortly after, the other three walk in and start handing out some sandwiches.
There's mustard and mayonnaise, like, on the tray that they can add to it.
So,
A couple of turkeys, a couple of ham.
Yeah, so people can make choices. So there's been a development, and I kind of indicate towards the.
Javier's just got his backpack facing forward, and he's just in the backpack with its wings out, flapping.
I pull Luke aside, and I'm like, "Listen, I detected its aura. It's a fresh baby. It's not evil. It's not good. But the morpher is wanting to pull it to darkness."
Got it. I think honestly, as long as we love on it and treat it nicely, it should be fine.
That's
Like
what I was thinking.
any child.
Javier's already got the sandwich in his mouth, trying to mouth feed this baby.
What kind of dinosaur is that? Is that like a pterodactyl?
I think so.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know. I want to say it is.
It looks like a pterodactyl.
Right. The pterodactyl.
Javi, what are you gonna name him? Her? What are you gonna name it?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
Bubbles 2.
Bubbles.
Electric Bubbaloo. So, as y'all are talking, Hayakawa looks up, and Hayakawa looks over, and Hayakawa's looking, and he's like, I don't want to be that person. I mean, I'm really happy for you. I really am. Does Orion know about this?
I think this just happened.
Well, I figured the alley would know because like didn't the little robots find it and bring it to me?
Yeah, but he doesn't know it hatched. He's talking about it hatching.
Okay. I'm gonna take a selfie with this baby with the sandwich in its mouth and send it to Jason.
Send it to Jason first.
Jason has to know.
Right,
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna be like me and my son. #family vibes.
He's just reading it. The fuck? Why did he put the pound symbol and then family bot? What the fuck?
We don't know about hashtags either. We're from the early 2000s.
I know. That was just for me.
He's starting the trend.
I'm starting the trend.
This could be something.
He's like, hold on, this could be something. He might be onto something.
And Hayakawa, he says, "I don't want to be like that. Like I said, I don't want to be that person. It's just Orion. I don't want Orion to get any more surprises than he's already gotten. I think it's becoming a bit of a problem for him at this point.
So
Because
you're
y'all
telling,
get a surprise, and then he has to explain something, and then he feels bad for not explaining it. He regrets his actions.
yeah, I got you. Luke just pulls up his communicator. Hey, Orion,
Yes, what's going on?
congratulations, you're a grandfather. And he fucking pulls the little camera thing out and shows Orion the child.
Oh, it hatched. But why am I the grandfather? Wouldn't that make me a godfather?
Because we're your baby boys.
Oh, yeah. Ellie keeps saying that. Speaking of which, if you want me to, so that way nothing happens, things like this, they can be temperamental. I know I raised some similar. It's best if you let me take it and take it to the jungle where Bubbles is. It's probably gonna potentially start growing at a rapid rate.
Jay, you would
And
already take my son from me, Jay.
he's gonna be hanging out with your other son.
Javi, are you hearing that?
Like, yeah, like, oh, I can't wait for him to meet Bubbles. Like, yeah.
Okay, I'll be there in a second. Speaking of also, it seems our new friend is adapting quite well to her environment. Ellie gave her the tour and things are starting to look good. Although I have to say, they went downstairs to get the tour of downstairs, and they still haven't come back up, and I haven't heard anything from Allie.
Um,
Ali's finally got another female on board, so.
But I don't think it's anything bad. After I come get the child and take it to my dimension, I will go and check on them. I'm sure whatever is happening downstairs is fine. Meanwhile, Hiota getting choked out by a robot being.
no!
You leave it.
Anyway, so
Anyways, Orion comes to pick up his grandson.
Orion does show up and just kind of holds his arms out. All right, give me the Zord.
I'm gonna look at my son and be like, I'm gonna be like, mira, te vas a portar bien para tu, para tu abuelo. And be like, vas a ir a ver tu hermano, like, cuídate, like, él te va a cuidar. And just like, pero pórtate bien. And then I'm gonna hand him off.
Oh
just,
man,
just be careful. Be careful and have fun.
I thought I understood Japanese now, but I didn't understand any of that.
Luke just looks over at Charlie. That was Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So Orion takes it, and then behind him the portal opens, and he says, "Don't worry. As soon as you're ready and available, you can come check and see on his progress. It'll also be nice. Now Bubbles will have someone who will be relative to his size to potentially get along with and probably have some fun. It'll be good for this new freshly hatched pterodactyl, I think."
Javier's on his knees, tears coming down his eyes. They just grow up so fast. He's already leaving the nest.
That he's just gonna walk in the portal, and then it just closes.
Luke just awkwardly pats Javi on the back.
I'm gonna have my hand out where the portal was. Come back.
That pocket dimension's starting to sound more and more like the Savage Lands from X-Men.
I mean, it's just Bubbles and the pterodactyl.
Now,
I'm sorry, mi amigo, but sometimes you just gotta let him go.
I'm gonna hug him and be like, I know, it's just hard.
Just crying into it, just hold you tight. It's gonna be okay. He'll always remember you.
He's not God. He's just with Bubbles.
Luke, please.
Just Benjamin. Are your friends always like this?
Luke just nods.
Javi, if you go back to do more wrestling stuff, maybe in the
I
meantime.
can bring my son the belt. You're right.
No, I was gonna. Yeah, you could show them your trophies, but I was thinking you could come up with a new persona since I'm not gonna be there. Like instead of just a lone Mario, you could maybe be like the gorilla or the pterodactyl guy. I don't know. I don't know anything about wrestling.
Javi's just gonna be like, "What the hell is wrestling?"
Mammoth,
Already forgotten.
Mammoth Gorilla Terry.
Oh, I have like 3 animals. Oh my god, you're right.
And then y'all get a notification on your communicators.
Mm.
Javi
Sure.
just hello.
Jiraiya has been about town doing general reconnaissance and checking out the area while y'all were down here, and he ran into a newspaper stand and he wanted to send this to y'all because of the contents of it.
Oh, fuck.
The Mariner Daily. National Register doubles down. Looks like an article about the Hulk. Written by Jack McGee. Is that guy y'all were talking to at the club the other night?
Yes.
Following the recent events of the pirate invasion and return of the Power Rangers, it would seem the commotion has attracted the nation's finest reporters. However, reporter Jack McGee is not such a reporter. The New York native has come to California Bay to chase down Bigfoot. That's right.
His own Bigfoot.
His own Bigfoot, thank you. McGee has brought the Hulk chase back to California, and along with him, a huge payment from the National Register. Originally set to $100,000, the bounty of the Hulk is now $500,000 in cash. With this hefty payment, we have already seen skilled hunters flock to the California area in search of the greatest game ever. Even though he has brought some colorful characters to the area against the town's wishes, we did get a few moments alone with Mr. McGee, and he had this to say. First, I'd like to say I didn't bring any of these hunters here. The Hulk did. Bull crap, dude. I simply gave them more motivation. Yeah, $500,000. Originally, I thought the Hulk was last spotted in Seattle, but one of your locals called and provided me with a photo he captured on his property of the Hulk. See image 1. Now, I don't know it's a coincidence that these pirate spacemen are here, nor do I think it's a coincidence that the Power Rangers are back. I think the Power Rangers have the Hulk and are keeping it somewhere.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god, I am starting to hate this guy. After Seattle, I haven't heard anything about the Hulk until I saw this photo, and yet nothing else has come up, and this is the longest I've gone without a Hulk sighting. The U.S. government wasn't able to hold the Hulk, so that leaves the Power Rangers, or the Spacemen. I do believe the Power Rangers have it somewhere hidden, and I will find it, and if I don't, the hunters will. Oh my
Why
God.
the fuck does this guy care so much?
Troy, you should have knocked this dude out, like...
I don't know. 500,000 is quite a lot of money. Would be interesting, wouldn't it? The Power Rangers having the Hulk. Or we could, I don't know, bring him in, clean our reputation, get $500,000. We split it.
Dr. Banner, what do you think about this?
It does bother me quite deeply that the Hulk was sighted not too far from here, according to the newspaper article.
Does it have an address for the property that he was on?
You don't see one. Whoever gave this photo to Jack McGee did not want to be. He wanted to remain anonymous, as far as you can tell. If the Hulk has been around here recently, that means he might be close to figuring out where I am. All the better that I stay down here so he never does. And Troy gets a little more, he pops his back. Well, that just gives us all more of the chance to get rid of this Hulk problem and cash in. I mean, how tough can he really be?
Luke just deadpans at him.
Can he just get Loki'd? I want to see him get Loki'd.
Troy, I don't think you quite understand. The United States government could not hold the Hulk. We're talking feet upon feet of solid steel. And yet
And you're just some guy.
What is Troy's reaction to hearing you're just some guy?
Luke is losing 3 HP again.
Go ahead, try to fucking hit me, asshole.
Critical.
Javi's too upset to help Luke right now about his son.
Anyway, so Troy's just like some guy. I'm the Black Bull Ranger.
Well,
Not
first of all, I don't
just-
like the way he said black. No.
You're canceled.
He's canceled on Twitter.
My strength isn't on a human level. Neither of our strengths are, but mine is certainly the highest. I think if I could, I could take him. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Wait. The news article says that, like, he thinks that either the spacemen have him or we have him, and we don't have him. So is there a chance that the space pirates do have the Hulk?
I mean, if they do, I don't think they would know what to do with him.
Benjamin adjusts his glasses, and according to all the stuff that we've heard about the Hulk and from newspapers and rumors, I don't know if they could contain him. I don't know if they'd want to. If they're out in space, they'd be digging their own graves if he punched a hole in the wrong wall. That's if they need oxygen to breathe. Do they need oxygen to breathe? Do we have confirmation on that? Can we just put them all in a vacuum and just let them go?
To try. Sounds like an easier way to handle them. What do you think, Plan Man? How do you think we should find the Hulk?
He starts stroking the bottom of his chin. If the Hulk is as strong as Dr. Banner says he is, I honestly don't think that even Troy stands a chance. Not even Marcus. It's a tough call to make, but if the Hulk is terrorizing people, we will have to stop him.
Remember what you said earlier, that we might be able to talk some sense into him.
Banner interrupts you. There's no conversating with the Hulk. He's a mindless creature who only knows anger.
But you said yourself that he doesn't go out of his way to hurt people.
He doesn't. And it's unfortunate that he was framed for my death. But I can't cure him if I'm locked up somewhere for creating a monster, or if they want me to create more, and I'm not going to.
But if he hasn't been hurting people, that means he has a heart. And if he has a heart, we can get to it.
Exactly.
And if he has a heart, we may even a plot twist. We don't have the Hulk, but what if we got the Hulk? If we had him here, we were able to contain him, but not rile him up. Banner may be able to create that cure even faster.
I don't know about bringing him here.
or maybe not necessarily bring him here, but if we can get, what do you need? Do you need a sample? Like, what do you need, a sample or something from him to work on the cure?
Banner turns back to his table and puts his head in his hand. I've had everything I've needed for a long time. It's just not that easy to crack, because we don't even know what did it in the first place. I mean, yeah, the gamma radiation was the key, but what a part of him, his DNA, made it to where he didn't die from it, but instead became something greater. I studied his DNA, and with my technology and everything, I can't pinpoint it.
Maybe Hayakawa can help with that.
What if instead of curing the Hulk, we somehow, if we could, like, talk to his sense of like, maybe he has a sense of, like, heroic nature behind his eyes or his heart or whatever, and we could get him to help us defeat Zahab and his pirate forces. Is that crazy?
I don't think so. I think you're onto something, maybe, Charlie. Maybe he doesn't necessarily need to be cured. Maybe he just needs to be calmed down.
Or what if we could trick Zahab's forces into capturing the Hulk and bringing him on board? Because, like you said, he would go crazy and destroy their castle in the sky.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but the only thing that's ever really worked on the Hulk is a tranquilizer that was enough to put down 10 elephants. And even then, it barely worked. His metabolism is too fast. He burns through anything I've tried to put into him, or anyone else has tried to put into him.
What if it's more of like a ray or like an aura beam that would be able to try to pacify him, rather than something that has to pierce his skin.
You're talking about magic.
Power Ranger magic. I just recently have come into some new abilities, and I think one of them has the ability to pacify beasts.
Yeah, that is right. You made that sand guy go completely just not willing to do anything. He went from being angry to being, no pun of the word, but a dead fish.
Honestly, I did that by accident too. I didn't know that the blade would do that. I might actually have a way to do it, like if we could somehow, because we've been fighting these guys called Psycho Rangers, and they have this thing called the Nemesis Drain, and it's sort of like a ray that hits us. And if we could somehow make a version of that instead of like makes us live out our nightmares, but just pacifies something, maybe I could tap into my power and we could somehow weaponize it in a way like that.
David I honestly, I don't know. Everything that's been thrown at him, he just shrugs it off or powers through. As much as I've been trying to figure out ways to cure him, I can't give you anything in ways to contain him or stop him. Nothing has worked.
I think it's worth a try. Something is better than nothing.
I will agree with you on that.
I wouldn't be thinking about any of these options if it wasn't for the fact that you told us yourself he hasn't been going out of his way to attack people. And then I look at Luke, and Luke knows that, like, also because I've been watching the TV show as a kid, but I don't say that out loud.
Yeah, Luke and Charlie kind of share a look like, we both know how the show works.
David says, anything that y'all can come up with that y'all are willing to do, I will give you the expertise that I do have to see if it could potentially happen. But the only way we're going to be able to get him out, and I'll tell you this ahead of time, is if I leave this place. If I leave, that'll lure him out at some point. And then we can try to use your plan, whatever that plan is. But let's not make that our main focus. We still have an invasion. And from what I understand,
we have bigger fish to fry.
Yes, and now this mysterious ranger and this, he looks at his notes, witch on the moon.
Yeah, that bitch in the dumpster.
That's going to be a problem. Especially if she comes out of that while y'all are still dealing with Zahab. You can't deal with two big bosses at the same time, I don't think. Every time that's happened in Ranger history, it's been devastating when big bosses team up.
Yep.
I don't know if they'll team up, but just the fact that they'd be attacking at the same time would be too much.
It would be catastrophic.
And again, there are two Ranger teams here, so.
Luke just shakes his head.
How's everything looking, Benjamin? And Benjamin runs over to the other side to get to this computer on the desk. No city alarms are being tripped. There seems to be nothing going on right now. So I guess we all just wait for something to happen and figure out a plan for the Hulk, I guess. There's nothing going on, so whatever it is y'all are gonna do, I guess to kill time or to relax, we'll let you know as soon as we hear anything.
Mr. Banner, if you're going to use yourself to get out of the lab as sort of like a bait, just make sure you have a couple of different exit strategies.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hayakawa, maybe we could give him the coordinates to our ship just in case he needs to go there.
It's actually not a bad idea, actually. I mean, I can make a spare communicator in no time. We can give it to Banner here, and when he needs to, he can get out. And Banner said, well, I don't want to put you out or anything, but it's not a bad idea, actually. And probably probably the second safest place I could be. Well, your technology is probably really good, so probably the safest, actually. And
I mean, The Hulk could probably get here. He'd be hard pressed to get to you in space.
And a look on his face. Does anyone want to roll alertness?
Yes,
Yes.
Luke said that on purpose to see what kind of reaction he gets. Critical success. I know
What?
it's not great, but does that get me anything?
I'm just like smiling like an idiot with mustard all over my face.
Luke was literally 1 away from meeting the DC with a 12, but Luke is pretty
Do
close,
it.
and Luke rolled a critical.
I'll use a fucking story point if I have to.
I'm going to give you some of it, but not all of it, since you still rolled max on your skill die and you were 1 away. The look on his face gives you the impression of kind of like, how do I put this without putting it? Fuck it, I'm just going to give it to you because you were that close, and I don't know how to do it in this short amount of time. Get the look of expression of you'd think.
What do you mean by that? What
Like
could he mean?
the last thing we said was it's safer than here.
It'd be hard to get him and get you in space, and he has the look of, yeah, you'd think, right?
You'd think that. Like, he doesn't believe it.
Yeah, he doesn't believe that for a second. But you may be right, being in space, and your tall friend seems like he can handle himself.
Believe me, if anyone has a chance of taking on the Hulk, it is Orion.
We don't call him metal clogs for nothing.
What?
We don't call him metal clogs for nothing.
We've never called him that. When did you come
That's
up
what
with
I said. We don't call him that.
Luke just looks
Come on,
kinda
Lion Man, let's get out of here.
Hey, Lion Man.
But so High says, well, I'll whip up that communicator right away, and I will give you to you as soon as I can, Dr. Banner. I will have to return to the ship, though, and I'll be back momentarily. I'll just be a little bit, and I'll be back with that communicator, and we can get you set up. So whatever plan we decide to take, we can get you back to the ship. And Hayakawa gathers you his things and says, I guess y'all are going to do your own thing, and I'll see y'all back on the ship tonight. I'm guessing y'all are going to come back to the ship tonight.
I have a few things that I need to do tonight. I'll be back probably later.
Charlie has to for his girlfriend.
Charlie has no choice.
Yeah.
Orion put his communicator on a timer.
What's this beeping? What the hell?
Will it just immediately teleport him at the time?
Yeah.
Lion Man's being held back through it. He's like, save me! And I run up to punch the guys to save him, and I teleport away.
God!
Cat boy, why would you leave me?
I got a new father figure who's not a piece of shit. I can't drop the ball.
Anyway, so Hayakawa says, all right, well, if y'all need me for any reason, once I get done with this, I'll be back here. So just give me a ring on the communicator. And he teleports. And Benjamin says, Banner, if you need help, I guess I'll sit with you and we can write up some plans for the Hulk or try to figure out the Shadow Ranger thing. I really don't got anything going on, so I figured I'd just stay here and help. I would go back and get with Jackie, but she seems pretty like 100% on just talking to Marcus by herself, so I don't really got anything else to do. And Ben's like, oh, no, anytime, Benjamin. If you want to, we can start brainstorming on a few ideas. He makes his way over. And Carl's like, all right. Well, Charlie, are you ready to hit the streets?
Yes, sir.
That's the spirit. And don't worry, Luke Javier will, I'll have him back in time.
In time for what, sir? What were y'all talking about?
Don't worry about it, Catboy. Let's make our way out there. I can already sense danger afoot with these hunters around. You'll catch them by surprise.
We morph now or there?
Well, preferably morph now so civilians don't see us. If we need to perform civilian reconnaissance, we will unmorph and wear disguises.
Yes, sir. Companion convert. Morphin time. Form of house cat.
Life Force, activate! Yellow Lion!
Luke is just doing his best to keep a straight face, but he's like, oh my god, these nerds, I love them. He's so amused. He's got like an amused expression.
I have to say, ever since I saw you with that snazzy cape, I can't unsee it. I might get myself a cape one day, but that's another story for another time. Let's go!
Holy fabric, Lion Man! You'd look amazing in a cape.
So they head out to do their stuff. It's probably about all the talking, everything, 4:30, 5 o'clock, eating, talking. So,
Good.
Javier, what are you going to do?
He doesn't know what to do anymore.
You can go see your son.
Nobody's stopping you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call beep 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 beep. Orion,
Yes, Javier.
my son. I want to see him.
All right. Portal should be on your left, and the portal opens on your left.
Oh God! It just immediately takes Luke.
That would be your right.
I just throw Luke in it and like, come, we're gonna go see my son. No, I'm joking. I'll go.
Okay. So you get into the dimension, and you immediately see Bubbles on his stomach. You know, his arms are in front of him, kind of crossed. He's got his head on his arms. His feet are kicking up and down as he's just looking at this bird, which is already as big as a Great Dane at this point.
Good. And again, Javier's just gonna fall to his knees and just like, they grow up so fucking fast.
He's got emo hair and a black jacket. Shut up, Dad!
It's not a phase,
God.
man.
It's not a phase. I'm gonna go do stick and pokes with Jeremy in his garage.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Gets in a car with delinquent-looking dinosaurs. Drives off.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All of a sudden, Bubbles is in like a what's it called? A bath towel with like rolls in his hair, and it's just like, I don't know what we did wrong.
Bubbles isn't his wife.
I know, but it'd be funny. a glass of giant wine. I don't know what to do.
Jesus
Oh my God.
Christ.
Anyway, so yeah, you know, they're getting along quite well, and you can spend time with them how you wish.
I'm just gonna watch them, watch their progress, watch my boys.
Okay.
While Luke does whatever the hell Luke's gonna do.
Hey, Luke, it's about 5 o'clock. What are you doing?
I mean, he's got 3 hours until things. What does Luke want to do? I guess, where's Jiraiya? Is Jiraiya still down in town?
You can ring him and find out.
Yeah, he's gonna ring Jiraiya.
Yes, Luke. Hello.
Hey, are you still Earthside?
Yeah, I got that newspaper and sent it to y'all. It doesn't really look good for, I guess, if you care about the media's perception of you and the other Rangers, I guess. But still, just looking around, there is a bit concerning. There are a lot of dudes who seem to be carrying tons of rifles and military gear.
Oh God, those are probably the hunters. You know what? I'm gonna join you. I'm kind of tired of being here, and I'd like to crack some asshole skulls because they're probably assholes.
All right, just try to be discreet. I mean, I'm currently disguised as a trash can right now.
Oh, yeah. Got it. Actually, where are you at? Like, what's your location? I'll just.
Yeah, I'll ping your location on my communicator, but like I said, be very discreet. I'm only able to get up this close because, yet again, I look like a trash can.
Got it. I'll stop a block or two over.
All right, just let me know.
Cool. Luke's gonna get off his communicator. Well, I'm gonna head out. I guess if you guys need me, call me. I'm still on standby for Jackie, I guess, but I do have a thing to do later tonight.
They start asking questions like, you're not even from this world. What things do you have to do here?
Why do you have errands?
Is that a condom I see that you're putting in your pocket?
Why'd you take that
No.
Polaroid off the fridge? Why'd you cut everybody but Ed? What's going on?
Jesus Christ. Anyways,
Why are you sweating?
yeah.
Is that a
Luke-
battle condom I see hanging out of your back pocket?
Anyways, yeah, Luke just kind of awkwardly says goodbye.
All right. David says, "Well, okay, Luke. Like Benjamin said, if we hear anything, we'll definitely let you know."
Yeah. I guess just let me know if Jackie and Marcus come back here. I would like to know how that goes if she doesn't call me.
And Troy says, "Well, I already told Jackie that if she doesn't call after a certain amount of time, I will be going to make sure that she's okay."
Got it. I guess just let me know. Because I know that's kind of a touchy situation potentially.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
Cool. And he leaves out the tunnel.
All right. So, Catboy and Lion Man, it's y'all's time to shine.
Now, I'm not from here, Lion Man. Where's the most dastardly area full of criminals?
Close to where you found me. It's going to be out in the outer rims of the downtown area. Lots of small alleyways, discreet areas. There's also a bit of commotion going on in the industrial district. A lot of abandoned warehouses, power plants. Dastardly evildoers like to hide and plant their schemes there.
I'll leave it up to you.
Well, first, we're going to go and see if we can listen in and see what the talk of the town is. There's a lot you can learn by looking down on the streets from a skyscraper, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, y'all teleport on top of a rooftop overlooking parts of the city. All right, Catboy. This is a pretty tall building, so if we pick an edge, we'll work our way around, and we'll be able to see what's going around in town. My lion abilities give me great eyesight. So
Hey, Lion
anything
Man,
that
I have a special ability. Thanks to my cat Tabby here, I can scan the area and check the auras of every living being that's down there. And anything that pops up that looks a little menacing, we'll know which direction and what's inside the heart of the people that we are approaching.
fantastic speed lining the process with automation, that is the future. Well, give it a crack and let me know what you see.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna turn it on and just scan the area.
So, looking toward the south, you do start to get the hint of villainry as you start to feel yourself get pulled to the east. To the east, you can start to see some sinister aura start to perhaps in the industrial district, southeast of your location.
Run up to Lion Man and I'm like, Lion Man, you're right. There is something dastardly happening in the southeast, in the industrial area.
Yes, I started to see it with my immaculate lion vision. I think there might be a break-in happening at one of the abandoned warehouses. Abandoned, but they use it for storage. Not much going on there besides storage at this point. We can't allow thieves to steal even if it's been left behind. Property taxes won't have it. All right, Catboy, let's spring into action. Not a moment to waste.
Cool jump flip onto another building, or we teleport.
Catboy, oh my god! I should remember what Lord Jack had told me about jump flipping off a building.
Don't do enough acrobatics as Power Rangers.
Lion Man, I can't feel my legs.
Tell Icy Angel I would have liked to got to know her. And then I die.
I can't let you die here, old chum. You've got a woman to take care of.
Tell
Starts doing
Javi to take care of Icy Angel.
Starts doing CPR on your legs.
Jesus
A
Christ!
little higher. A little higher.
Stop! I'm fucking squirting you all with the spray gun.
All right, so you'll teleport down to one of the warehouses.
Luke should have given them lightning cruisers so they had the cat mobile.
It's never too late. It's never too late.
We got that rent a car.
Robin, don't slam those doors. They'll charge me extra.
No, if y'all fucking slam lightning cruisers doors, Luke would get onto your asses.
They won't.
Lightning Cruiser
I
was
was about to say, I feel like Lightning Cruiser would do it himself.
Yeah, Luke wouldn't be able to get a hold of them because they'd be dead.
Yeah, you better not slam his fucking doors.
Fuck it, we ball and continuity fix. We're gonna fix this mistake real quick.
We got to borrow Lightning Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke would let you guys borrow lightning cruiser because cat mobile.
And it changes its logo on the side. It's no longer the production studio or the turbo symbol. It's just a lion symbol with a tiny cat boy next to it.
Thanks, Lion Cruiser.
Mm-hmm. Beeping and honking. All right. It looks like we got the first one in the act. Wait a minute. Hold on. He starts to walk up. Be stealthy, cat boy. I think I know what's going on, but I'm not quite sure yet.
What is it? What is it, Lion Man?
My lion sight gives me a good remembrance of body structure and posture. I think I recognize the man beneath the mask. I can also smell, and I think that might be Dan. He's like I said, conversation is better than using your physicality sometimes. Dan runs with two other people known as Pete and Ray. They're not very bright, and often I can talk them out of doing something really stupid with just my words. They're not bad people. They just don't want to get jobs for some reason.
Well, Lion Man, I can pull him over here if you want me to. I have this ability to pull in any living being closer to me. And maybe we could grab him.
That's not a bad idea, Catboy. Go right ahead and use that ability.
Ready? And I activate my aura attractor. My attractor beam.
Guy with a balaclava and a crowbar. Just like, why do I feel funny? And all of a sudden, shh.
And I'm hugging him.
Hey, get off me! Get off me! Stop right there. Dan, is that you? Yes!
Starts hugging Lion Cat Boy back. Like, oh, it's so nice.
Are Pete and Ray also in there? Yes! What if I told you three? It's not worth it. It's called a job application. Jobs are like superficial and like we can't make our own hours and they want us to come in all the time and it's just easier to steal from people.
But having a sense of community and giving back is a greater reward that you never saw coming.
I don't know why, but that like immediately angered me.
You want to roll with that?
Fuck jobs.
What I just said?
Do you want to roll with that? Yeah, do you want to roll that?
I'm kind of listening. I'm kind of following Lion Man's lead, letting him indoctrinate me into his ideals.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, you're probably not wrong. Who is this guy? I can't quite see him. He's behind me, and I think he's hugging me gracefully.
I let him go, and I step over here, and I go, and I put my hands on my hips, and I'm like, "I'm Catboy."
Oh wow.
There's two of you now?
I'm Lion Man's trusty sidekick.
That's right. And just like me, Catboy has a heart of justice. Why are you here? I mean, Lion Man, please. Like, just understand. Like, I mean, the stuff here. I mean, it's practically abandoned. No one's gonna miss it. I mean, whatever's in here, we're not quite sure what this building used to be or what's in it, but we're gonna rob it and sell it through Pete's garage.
Wait a minute, Lion Man. If this stuff's not being used or anything like that, and they're gonna sell it, it could put it back to good use. It kind of makes me sad to think that there are things that are just sitting, turning into getting dusty.
Well, that does raise a very good. Catboy, I thought I was going to be the one giving the lessons, and yet here you are teaching me. I guess
Well,
it wouldn't hurt to see what's on the inside. If they are hoarding food or medicine, then yes, we should allow them to take it.
we can make sure that this is definitely an abandoned place just by looking around and investigating.
That is true.
Or you've been around this town longer than I have. Is this truly an abandoned warehouse?
Yes, unfortunately, the industrial district has seen better days. Used to be bustling in the job center of good old Mariner Bay, but pollution and dumping into the Great Bay of California, a lot of the places had to be shut down because they were not up to code. And that's the good thing. A lot of the big wigs wanted to dump everything and save themselves a quick buck, but they were taught by the American justice system that it won't be tolerated. So a lot of these buildings are still standing while the city prepares its new expansion, mowing down all this and cleaning up the bay. God, what a time.
Dan, before we go in there, you're not doing this for like you're not working for anybody, are you?
No, I mean, Lion Man could tell you, we're just three dudes who don't want a 9 to 5, or a 9 to 9, or a 5 to 5, or a 2 to 1.
Well,
Anything.
if this building's abandoned, it could be dangerous. Why don't we come in and supervise to make sure nothing falls on you guys? And we'll also do our own little investigation if that's okay.
I mean, I don't mind. It's just so. Let's say hypothetically that not that I know, nothing like that as he scratches the back of it. But hypothetically speaking, if this was electronics and stuff that we could sell, and there's no reason to like steal it or anything, and we just want to make a quick buck and not get a job, am I gonna get a mollywhopping again?
I mean, if we discover something nefarious, we'll beat the crap out of you. No, we won't beat the crap out of you. You seem like somebody who understands like diplomacy, and we can, if we determine that we need to talk you into just dropping everything and leaving. I mean, all the scavenging and dressing up like this is a lot of work. Why don't you could put that into other endeavors. I mean, you don't have to always just be a cog in the machine, but I mean, you guys seem like enterprising guys. I mean, the fact that y'all are doing all this and selling it and going, you already have like a fence to get rid of all this stuff. Like, it just seems like a lot of work. I think maybe with the funds that you do get from this, you might want to try to go legitimate. I don't really know anything about business, but let's just, Lion Man, if it's okay with you, let's just go inside and check to make sure that at least the building is safe enough for them to be rooting around.
Sounds like a great idea. All right, Dan, let's go. I mean, like, I was just to watch. I feel like I should be able to stand outside, and just like chill, take off the mask, not be suspicious. I don't feel like I should have to go inside. I mean, Pete's in there, and
I want to check Dan's aura to see if he's like afraid or anything weird other than just of us.
okay, you're gonna have to roll for this.
Okay.
I love that Charlie was like, Lion Man, they're Robin Hooding. Why not let them Robin Hood?
Are
And
they
Lion
though?
Man's like, you know what? That's their point.
That's why I'm like, we should investigate a little bit more.
Yeah, no, but if they were Robin Hooding, it's like, yes, fuck that. Steal from the rich, give back, kind of thing, right?
He's fucking. He doesn't want to go in there. He knows it's not medicine or food. He knows what's in there, and after what y'all just said, he doesn't want to go in there.
He feels bad. He feels guilty.
Lion Man, I just did an aura detection on this guy, and he seems like something's fishy. Something he's not telling us. Hold him tighter, Lion Man.
Will do, Charlie. And he's gonna grab him. Oh shit! I mean, Catboy just punches him to death. All right, he'll never know.
We just
Anyway.
walk in and drop Dan's body in front of the other two guys. Who's next?
I thought you were Lion Man. I'm not Lion Man anymore. I'm Vengeance. Anyway, so I got him, Catboy. What's he lying
Tell us
about?
what's really in there, Dan. What do you know?
I don't know anything. It's an abandoned warehouse. It's like a dime a dozen around here, you know? That's just like we go in, we rob the place, we take what's in there, we sell it at a Pete's garage, you know, explain it to his mother that it's not stealing, stuff like that.
Hold on, I'm gonna go into stealth mode and sneak in.
Are you sure, Catboy? There's no telling what could be in there.
Trust me, Lion Man. I'll call to you if I'm in danger. And then
All right.
pull out my morpher and I go, Black Ranger power.
Is he a frog? I thought he was Catboy.
No, I'm Frogman. Richard J. Frogman. Dennis J. Frogman.
Catboy, Frogboy, it's all the same.
As I come around the corner here, I'm gonna activate my Ninjetti mode if that's okay.
Go ahead.
Go Ninja Ranger. And
I'm definitely not Adam Park in this photo.
I'm definitely not a photo of an action figure of Adam Park. And if you don't nobody zoom in. Okay. I would like to. Okay. Do I have some sort of like ninja stealth mode that I can activate?
So there are a few things that you can activate from the show. You have camouflage, and you have that actively when you are on a surface, you can blend in with the surface. It's a quick camouflage. Like if you're walking down a hallway and guys are coming down it, you can blend in with the wall. It'll be like you're not there. You also have the ability to morph into objects.
Oh shit!
So if you've ever seen Prop Hunt and Gary's mod, it's basically that.
Just like Jiraiya is a trash can right now.
Yeah, Jiraiya is a trash can right now.
Okay, so I see these boxes across from Bay 13, and I would like to transform into a box.
Okay, so one of the things is that it does rely on your vision and how you perceive the box. Now, you have a pretty good intellect. You're not dumb. So you can probably imagine what these sides of the boxes look like. So just remember that for future reference. If you can barely see an object, like it's definitely not within your sight, you will look like a blurry object.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
but you are close enough that you can look at the box. You've seen boxes before. You could do it accurately if you wanted to.
Can I peek around the corner and get a better look at these ones to the north?
Yes, you can if you want to.
That's what I'll do. And then
okay.
I'll try to transform into one of those.
So you turn into a box. You are now currently a box. There's similar boxes to these, so keep that in mind.
Catboy! Catboy! Huh? What was that? All right, I'm gonna. We get on the communicators. I'm like, Lion Man, I'm a box right now.
All right, Catboy, just keep quiet, or the clapping of your ass cheeks will alert the guards.
I did see that you were really caked up.
You ever thought about wearing spandex shorts closer to like swimwear?
God damn it!
Colonel, just focus on holding Dan. I'm gonna look around the corner and do I see? I'm gonna look to this way, to the right first.
Yeah.
See nobody there.
You can see over this. No, actually, these are like tall shelves. I think so. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see through that.
And then I'm gonna look this way to the left, and I see this fella.
Yep, you see a guy opening through boxes.
Are they communicating at all between each other?
Not at the moment. They seem like they're trying to be very quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna move to the way that I saw there was nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm try to move slowly and get right behind this dude. And can I push triangle for a stealth takedown or something?
It's triangle circle.
Triangle circle. What do I?
What are you trying to? He's talking. Now that you're closer, you can hear him. He's opening up stuff. We're talking about small computers, TVs, and Betamax. And he's just like, holy moly, we hit the jackpot. I can't believe they just leave the stuff lying around like this. And it's all ours.
Okay. I'm gonna Woody and Buzz my way back, and just go and tell Lion Man. And we're like, it's just like electronics, and it just sounds like somebody left all this stuff behind. I don't know. I don't know what to do morally here. If this stuff was left behind, was it left behind because of a monster attack? Was it left behind because a company went under? Do you know anything about this area?
It's probably the monster thing. I don't know about that one, but it's for the companies that went under. It's either that they are waiting to relocate all these items to a warehouse outside of Mariner Bay because they are not welcome, or they went under and this is all that's left. And basically, at this point, it belongs to the city. And not like the people of the city, I mean like the government aspect of the city.
This stuff would be apprehended by the government, if not sold at, what'd you say, Ray's garage? Pete's garage?
If I had to guess, the city is probably going to go through and see what they can salvage and put it back into the market themselves through stores, or they might donate it to some of the homeless shelters and schools that need this kind of thing. Or it's going to wind up in Pete's garage and upscaled for a higher price for convenience in quotations.
I don't really know what to do morally here, Lion Man. I mean, I remember the story of Robin Hood stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, but at the same time, you never know who's behind whatever organization is going to end up donating these or giving these away. It could be somebody bad who's gotten into a really high position. So,
Actually,
I don't know.
Catboy, you just reminded me. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I can just call the commissioner, and he can tell me exactly what's going to be used in this building and what for.
I morph back into Yellow Cat, and then I grab Dan, and I say,
He
go ahead and call him, sir.
grabs his wrist. Lion Man to commissioner. Lion Man to commissioner. Go ahead, Lion Man. All right, Commissioner, we got a situation here. I'm at a warehouse in the industrial district. I think it's in Sector 2. Caught some ne'er-do-wells here trying to take some things from one of the warehouses. And before I decide on how to handle this situation, I wanted to know it's a warehouse full of electronics, and I wanted to know if these were going to be donated to places in need or if they were going to be sold back on the market. All right, Lion Man, just give me 1 second and I'll get that information back to you. Thank you, Commissioner. All right.
Either way that he comes back, they're not going to allow us to let Dan and his cohorts take it. So we need to probably put a scare into these guys and just have them leave. I don't know if they need to be in jail, but maybe they just need to go home and rest and rethink their life choices.
I mean, usually, I don't know how long you've been Catboy, but usually this is the part where I get mollywopped.
Maybe instead of getting mollywopped, you just go home and drink some water and rethink some stuff.
I like his approach. His approach is a lot nicer, and I don't get hit.
Go home, cut grass.
Can you come with us and talk to your friends, and we just tell them to maybe skedaddle because we've called the commissioner, and because there's no way he's going to come back and be like, oh, if you've got 3 crooks there, just let them take stuff. Either way, whatever the commissioner says, and then Dan, if you want, just give us your contact information, and if it turns out the commissioner, if this stuff, whatever, we can find legitimate ways for this to get into your hands. I'm sure. I don't know anything about bureaucracy, but I'm sure that there's better ways than beating your skull in to give you brain damage.
Well, Catboy, it's time for a bit of a story on my part. I am not beyond Robin Hooding, and the commissioner knows that if a company is holding food or medicine in need of others, even if I've reported it in, I will gladly let them walk out with it. It's not like they're going to be able to stop me. So, but this is a different situation. No, I'm not going to mollywop him. You're right. Let him go, figure their lives out, maybe get a job. But we need to make sure that all of them are on board. So I suggest, like you said, we take Dan and we go talk to Pete and Ray and see what they're going to do. And if so, I will mollywop them.
All right, mollywop. I've never heard that before. He's mollywop.
All right. Come on, Dan, let's go. And y'all start to make your way.
Don't try any funny business. I pull out my cat paws and I hold them up and I go, don't try anything funny. They're all cute and fluffy.
You really know how to pick them, don't you, Lion Man?
I'm not your first sidekick.
Don't listen to him.
We get into a tiff and they all escape.
Just standing here.
Who is he?
It was a few years ago, and he died by a crowbar. Okay, he's not even around anymore.
So I'm the Tim Drake of this.
I mean, there might be someone else. There's definitely not a blue bird man somewhere in the city who hates me because of my dedication to crime, and there's definitely not a dead one, and there's definitely not a woman with another cat motif who I have big issues with, and the moment I see her, I will drop everything, including a person dying, just to talk to her. It's not a problem. You're the problem. You're fired. Get out of here, cat boy.
Why did we get so meta all of a
Next
sudden?
you're going to tell me you have like an evil son with Rita Repulsor or something.
Can you stop telling me these things? Go back at home and wait next to the butler.
Anyways,
back to reality.
Clear our throats, or what's the approach? You gonna say something cool?
Just let Dan know. Let them know of our arrival as he walks up. Hey, Ray. Yeah. What's going on? You might want to turn around, actually, because I got something to show you. You were supposed to be on watch. What would you have to? There's two of them now. Yeah, that's Catboy. You just let him in? The kid's got like a lie detector. He knew this wasn't medicine or food, and that we're stealing electronics. And the commissioner knows we're here, and it does not look good for us. Pete is going to be very pissed, and his mom will probably be heartbroken once again. So what are our options? Well, we can either learn our lesson, potentially change our lives around, start our own business. Apparently, we have the energy for all this. We should start a business. At least Catboy thinks so. We could follow what he has to say, get out of here, change our lives around, get some jobs, start our own business, make our own hours, or we get mollywop. Those are our two choices. I mean, there's also jail and prison, but we don't want to do that. So these are realistically our only two choices. I think I want to listen to the Catboy. Yeah. See, I mean, he just makes a lot of sense, I mean, it's better than getting punched, It's just listen to Catboy,
Listen, guys, you all seem, and by the way, I know that you're back there. Third guy, Ray, Pete, Dan, whatever. Listen, I don't want y'all to be in the prison system, and I don't want Lion Man to have to beat y'all up or break y'all's legs or whatever he does, but I mean, you all seem like rational adult men with the energy to be doing all this, like I said earlier. So, I mean, I know that. I mean, actually, I don't know. I've never really even had a job. All I ever do is like mow the lawns of like the people in my neighborhood and things like that. But I can tell you that I'm part of a team, and my aura vision's telling me that someone's trying to escape. I'll be right back. No. Can I do something about? I'll just no. Do I even? I know he was back there, but I guess I didn't see him.
With your cat senses in line, he would sense he has gone up to the rafters. Before he stops up there and says, "All right, I may have lied to my two friends here, but it's only because I couldn't trust them to make the right decisions. I couldn't trust them to not blat out the truth. You see, I've always been a visionary, and I've always thought about branching out in my work. So, recently, it has come to my attention a lot of money is to be had. And I'd met the right guys that told me exactly how to get that money. So,
this guy's aura telling me
he is telling the truth. This is a trap.
Lion Man.
And he says, all right, boys, it's time to come out and show these people, well, tell these people that we're not messing around, and these Lion Man and Catboy, basically Power Rangers, are going to deliver us the Hulk. And
these are Hulk hunters.
one by one, these guys start to drop down from the darkness of the ceiling onto the rafters. Meanwhile, Dan and Ray are like, "What? You didn't want to tell us?" I mean, like, that's kind of fair, but he didn't. Like, the kid had a lie detector and everything. Like, are we in on this? Are we gonna get some money? No, I think I've moved up in the world a little bit. I've made some new friends. These friends are gonna help me get a hefty payment. It's not looking good for you. As you see these guys drop down, and they are carrying rifles. They have guns.
Is it Dan and Ray are the good
Yeah.
ones? Can Dan and Ray leave? You don't need them, right?
I mean, I guess I never really I didn't really think about that. I figured they would have ran already.
Yeah,
Or-
y'all go. Get out of here.
I mean, we don't really. I mean, we could, I guess, but like,
Do y'all want to help
so
them?
we're definitely not getting any of the money. No, you are not getting any of the money. All right, then we are leaving. Thank you, Lion Man and Catboy. I will be changing my life around. We will see you very much later. Yeah. Thank you so much. They start shaking your hand on the way out. Thank you so much, Catboy. You're the real hero here. Lion Man, thank you so much. Thank you for not mollywopping me. Yeah, the mollywopping is probably the worst part about it. We will see you later. Have a good night. Go fuck yourself, Pete. And they are gone. But now it is just you and these hunters.
Hulk hunters.
But not before.
Just skip a scene and go somebody else for.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to somebody else. Y'all are in a trap. You are surrounded by Hulk hunters.
I don't know about this Lion Man.
It's okay, Catboy. All right, it's not. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is looking pretty dire. No, he's like, it's okay, Catboy. I've been surrounded by worse. We can figure this out. And don't call the others.
Why not?
They'll laugh.
Yeah, good point.
We're gonna have to die on this hill, Catboy.
I mean, you literally
over
could call
bullets.
the others.
I forgot. No, this is a Lion Man and Catboy adventure.
So we go to Luke. I'll just put you on the Mariner map. I don't really
Cool.
have anything for where you're gonna be.
Luke
So-
would like to have his bike, please. He would like Taka.
Okay, you get Taka and you start going through where Jiraiya had told you.
Where is he? Like on the map?
Jiraiya. So for reference, I'm gonna put down Charlie so y'all can see where Charlie is exactly, and then I'll put down Jiraiya.
Or over here, obviously.
And Charlie and Lion Man are over here, closer to the
Having
Bayside.
fun. Don't disturb us.
Hey, Charlie and Lion Man, how are things going? Gunshot? Yeah, we're doing great. We're totally like fucking things up. Everything. Catboy, I'm bleeding out.
I'll call you back.
Fucking
And
machine guns.
Jiraiya is over here, disguised as a trash can.
Ah!
Close enough that if you did hear guns,
Followed by Lion.
no.
I mean, we're not that close. That's a couple of miles, probably.
Yeah, you're right.
Because these are big buildings.
Yeah.
Several blocks away. So Luke would probably he'd come out of the municipal building, he'd get on Taka, and he'd zoom down this little road here, probably.
So you pull up and you get a bit away. You can see where Jiraiya has pinged himself on the map. So you get a big block away, and he does tell you, "Yeah, I'm the trash can that he said it's covered in like graffiti, and one of the graffiti, the big noticeable one, is a frog on it on the front.
Cool. Got it.
So you see the trash can, you see Jiraiya, and you quietly tell him, "Hey, I see you." And the trash can, the trash can lid like pop completely, and you just see a pair of eyeballs looking in your direction, not attached, not attached to anything either. It's like they're just peering from the darkness.
Oh, that's a little unsettling.
And then it closes back, and he says, "Okay." He says, "You probably can't see this because it's around a corner, but these guys are all getting together, and I've been here for a good minute, and seems like they're being seems like this group in particular is being organized by somebody to hunt the Hulk. These guys don't seem like they're just random guys looking to get a reward. This is organization."
Do you think maybe Jack McGee's the one organizing them, or is it someone else, you think?
Definitely not. They keep talking about their boss, but they haven't given me a name yet, so I don't have anything to go off of.
Interesting. Hmm. Is there a ladder or anything, like any kind of scaffolding that Luke could maybe climb up to get on top of a one of the buildings nearby?
There is not.
Catboy and Lion Man got a building.
They teleported on the building.
Can I not just fucking teleport on a building?
You didn't ask that. You asked for scaffolding.
Oh my god, you could have.
He is right, you know.
Can Luke teleport on top of a building?
Yes, he can. I would just
Okay,
be discreet about it.
I mean, abandoned alleyway.
Yeah, sure. So you teleport on top of a building, and you're able to see within this area here that's closed off by the buildings, this inner park area here, or inner area that's kind of just grassy, getting overgrown by the industrial area being abandoned. And you see a bunch of, they've got vehicles, they're loading up ammunition. We're talking heavy artillery, grenade rounds, high powered rifles. You can see them loading up high quality powered tranquilizers as well. Steel nets, everything.
This is definitely not just random hunters. This is like a fucking tactical bounty group or some shit. Do they have any kind of like insignia on them or anything signifying them as a solid group?
No, they seem to be military in style, although some of them are particular have, you know, they seem to be the superiors giving orders around. They have either they're wearing some parts of article of clothing that are made from high quality animal pelts.
Raven?
No, they're just hunters. What are hunters supposed to hunt?
No, you've been fucking roiding out and got a massive hard on about fucking Spider-Man. So I would not put it past you to fucking drop that shit in here. But this is very much like Silver Sable, fucking kind of Craven type bullshit going on.
Only the people giving orders are wearing particular animal pelts, like high end game pelts.
Yeah, interesting. Um, can I hear anything that's being said?
You are really high up. No, you can hear them shouting, the leader shouting, but you're not getting anything in particular.
Very organized. Okay. Um, is the building Luke is on abandoned?
From what you can tell, yeah,
Is there a way into the building from the roof, like one of those little like door thingies?
like a stairwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna try to get into the building and go down a couple flights. That way he's closer and can hear them.
Okie dokie.
Can he do so?
Yes, you can. Roll me
Okay,
stealth.
Okay. I mean, he's inside the building, but I guess to make sure he doesn't like.
If they're this organized, they may have people in the buildings.
Yeah, that's fair. Infiltration.
Infiltration. You're sneaking in places you shouldn't be. Probably gonna get full of lead and die tragically.
It's fine. Anyways, what's the difficulty?
Just roll.
Okay. That is painfully average.
That is definitely not it. Luke, you get spotted.
I mean, I just look like some punk kid. Like I'm in a fucking I'm in a jean jacket today with like a couple of patches on it and like some random sweater and black jeans and my fucking docs. I look like some punk kid.
Okay, I'll give you a chance. You get spotted on your way down through a window. You weren't that careful as you were going down. You stopped on a floor to see if you were low enough. You didn't want to quite go all the way down if you didn't have to. And as you peered through the window, there was a guy who was supposed to be a lookout, and he spotted you through the window, and you could hear him yelling loud enough that he saw that how you were dressed. He's just like, "All right, punk, we don't got time for this. If you leave now, you'll be all right. If you keep snooping around, we're gonna have to take you down."
Luke just kind of throws his hands up. Sorry, man. I just, curiosity. You guys seem kind of, I don't know, intense.
All right, yeah, just get out.
Yep, yes, sir. No problem. Sorry. Luke just kind of backs away from the window.
Okay, so what are you gonna do now?
I mean, he'll make a show of like going down the rest of the stairs and leaving, quote unquote.
Okay. So do you get close to the alleyway next to Jiraiya the trash can?
If it's somewhere that is not within line of sight of that group.
If you're on the opposite corner than the alleyway that he's in, you won't get spotted and you can talk to him.
Okay, yeah, that's what he'll do.
Okay, so you leave and you cut the corner and then you immediately just back against the wall, skid down. Jiraiya is on the other side of that corner looking down to where that they're at. So that went well.
What's wrong with me today?
It happened. It's a shame. It's a shame Charlie is in here. Me and him could probably really get in there if we wanted to. I'm just not doing it by myself.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. They don't seem to have any sort of like insignia or anything signifying them as part of a solid group, but like their leaders have pelts.
Yeah, I've noticed that, but yet again, I can't. Then again, I don't know anything about this role, even if I was able to get something together. But maybe the Rangers know, the Life Force fan. Maybe they can tell us something. I mean, they have to know something, right? I mean, even if it's rumors or old newspaper articles, they have to have some data. So what's the plan? Do I need to stay here a little bit longer?
Uh, Maybe for just a bit to see if you can catch like their boss's name or like any other names that they drop, maybe. Um, I wouldn't stay for more than, I don't know, another 30 minutes to an hour. I don't want you to have to sit here for forever. Um, if you don't get anything within that time, either head back to the ship or ping me and we can go back to the Life Force Ranger base and try to talk to them about this.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
I'll stay relatively in the area in case something happens, so I can get to you fast.
Sounds good. Just let me know.
Okay. Luke is gonna kind of skirt around this general area, see if there's anything else that he spots in this lower area, like this lower district.
Roll alertness.
Okay. Come on, Luke. Hey, that's pretty good.
That is really good. That's impressive. You would notice,
But it was not a nut nom.
you would recognize some of the vehicles that you saw started heading down south.
Okay, some of their vehicles.
Yes, their vehicles started to head down south towards the bay.
Luke would let Jiraiya know that. What time is it?
It's getting to be 6:37, so the sun's starting to go down now.
Like he grew bigger since you guys left, and I'm actually riding on his back, and Bubbles is following in the big trees.
Orion forgot about time dilation, and fucking Javier's turned into a caveman waiting for the portal to go back up. It's like 35 now.
Jesus.
Me, Javier. Me, blues, English.
Que onda?
So, Luke, what are you doing now?
He'll kind of. So, what road did he spot them taking?
They were on this. They came out. You were riding down. You saw them come out near here, and they took a left and went down this road.
Okay, Luke's gonna go down this one. On Taka.
So you're gonna drive down that road, and now Javier, it is back to you.
Has my son grown in the time, or is he still like a size of a Doberman?
He's reaching car.
He's reaching car now.
Yeah.
We're just chilling. We're just he's flying around. I'm watching him. And,
God, everyone's gonna die. JK.
And I'm gonna and I'm like he's grown now. His training begins. I'm gonna have Bubble throw trees at him and dodge. No, I'm playing. Yeah, we're just chilling. I'm having him look for an animal to just snatch up.
Fair enough.
Having him see if I can shrink down and like grow as big as he is now.
He's not quite able to do that yet.
All right, I want it to happen.
He might have to get to full size first.
Right. Then I shall wait. Animal handling. Oh.
Yeah, roll some animal handling. Let's see how you do with Bubbles and
Can I use the
new
Flex Galaxy Power Rangers for that one? Because I think that's the only. Wait, I forgot to add animal handling to my character because you said I got it. No, you said I only have it because of the Blue Galaxy Ranger. So
yeah, you have to be morphed. You have to be morphed into the Lost Galaxy Blue.
Fuck. Okay, and I'm not morphed. Fuck, I don't have any animal handling.
You can morph into it, and I'm not stopping you from doing it. I'm just letting you know that to get that, you need to be morphed.
All right, then. I'm morphed.
You gotta do the thing.
Oh, what was it for the Galaxy Rangers?
Go, Galactic.
All right. Go, Galactic! And just any morphs. Let's see here. I'll just leave it at normal, and you can do the thing. Can I use a story point?
Yes.
Yes, you may, if your team allows you.
James?
Yeah, use it.
Okay, cool.
We are back down to 10.
Epic.
Oh shit, you did really good. Okay. So what exactly are you doing again?
I'm just practicing with them, like to having them like do commands and stuff, I point at something, he'll snatch it, he'll go and snatch it, and or like to bring me stuff.
Are you doing this with Bubbles as well?
Bubbles wasn't born yesterday or today technically, so he doesn't. I don't really need to do that with Bubbles.
Okay, just double checking. Yeah, he's taking the commands very well. He's listening very well. He doesn't really. You're really honing in on this animal handling. You feel really good about this because when you first met Bubbles, you fucking sucked at it.
Yeah.
So you're really proud of yourself for coming this far and being able to talk to this newly formed animal. Seems to taking a bond to you. you were the first thing that it saw, so it really does see you as his parent as he flies around and picks up stuff the way you want to, and just really seems to be picking it up really quick, like a real fast learner. And the way you're handling this entire situation is really helping. So you're doing really good. You're doing fantastic.
Meanwhile, it's like, my
Cat boy, they shot me in the appendix. I think it ruptured at the exact same time. I'm gonna die here.
Thinking about yourself, damn it! I got shot in the appendix too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hold my
Okay.
hand and we'll just die together.
Just
Hulk
like
just starts
Toy Story
screaming.
3.
Oh god.
Wait, this is the 70s. How has he seen Toy Story
neither,
3?
neither of us understand that reference.
I think my soul is breaching past beyond the fourth wall. Is that Rick from Rick and Morty?
Oh my god, no! Anyways.
So, anything else you would like to do with your boys?
You said he's about the size of a car now?
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I will bide my time.
So, you're going to continue to be in here? You're going to leave?
I'm gonna. Oh, fuck, he can't shrink. I was gonna say I'm gonna have him shrink and just come with me on my shoulder. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna teleport to where Luke is.
Also,
Anyway.
even though he's growing, even if he could shrink, it'd probably be really good for him to be able to flex his wing muscles and be able to fly
Yeah.
around without having to be worried of being spotted.
Nah, nonsense. Javier doesn't think about him being spotted. He's just like, all right,
There's a giant bird spotted over the California Bay. Nuke it!
nuke it. Well, I think we all know where this is going. Presses the big red button on his desk.
So what are you gonna do?
I will leave and be like, I'll be back, and tell him I'm gonna tell both of them I'll be back, and I'm gonna look at Bubbles and be like, you take care of him. Like, don't teach him any weird shit.
Gives you a little call as you leave.
And I'm gonna pat this boy. I'll give him scritches and then be like, I'll be like, te portas bien, ahorita vengo, and I'll be like, call Orion and tell him that I'm leaving the portal, the
Do
dimension.
you want me to put the opening back on the ship, or where do you want to go?
Just send me to Luke.
Luke's currently moving.
Fuck. Then what about Charlie?
I think his bike's a 2-seater.
Yeah, just do that.
Taka is not, in fact, a 2-seater.
Yeah, Orion's not that stupid. He rings you up. Hey, you're gonna need to stop moving.
I was okay.
Just pull over.
Luke stops like right here.
Cardigan, but thanks for noticing.
And then in the alleyway close to you, the wind really picks up, and then Javier comes from around the corner.
Hey, ¿qué onda?
Luke immediately like holds a finger up to his mouth, like shh. So he catches Javier up on all of the things.
Yes, please do, because I blanked thinking about my son a while back while you guys were doing your own thing, and I
Oh, so you
honestly
actually
didn't catch
have to
it.
catch him up. You
Yeah,
can't
you
Oh
just
actually
my-
have to.
So we've got like you know how the Hulk is being hunted and everything. So there's like a whole group of them, and they're very like militarized and like organized, and it's weird. And there was a couple of their trucks heading down this way, so I was tailing them. And you need to be quiet, secret, stealthy because they're probably up to some fucking bullshit.
And Javi's just gonna look at you and be like, I've been gone for what, an hour? What have you been? How did you get into this?
It's been
And
3
Luke-
years.
And Luke's just like, I mean, we needed to follow up on this anyway, and I don't have anything to do until tonight.
Well, I guess I'm following you because I don't have anything to do either.
Cool.
I'm gonna even with your little date, I'm just gonna follow you.
Please do not.
I'll be like, so you're gonna meet a friend? Cool, I want to meet your friend.
No. Also, he hasn't said what the thing is that he's doing tonight. He
I
just
know,
keeps
you haven't.
saying, like, I've got a thing to do tonight. And I love that no one has questioned him about it yet either. Luke's just gonna walk with Taka, like how you would walk a bike. That way he's not making noise, and also because Javi's a bit bulky, and like if it was Charlie, Charlie could fit on the back and like hold on to Luke, but like Javi's a big boy, so that's not gonna work.
Javi's the smallest out of all of you,
But
except
he's
for
bulky.
he's yeah,
Be wide.
You're Wolverine.
wide.
You're
Wolverine.
He's stocky
Short.
and broad, and
Yeah.
so like
I'm like a dwarf if dwarf was real.
Short.
yeah.
Just not as tall, like just kind of tall for a dwarf.
And a cholo.
And a cholo.
But,
That's
I
right.
mean, he could probably fit on the back of the bike. It would just be an awkward squeeze.
I'm just gonna master
Anyway.
Asia pose standing at the front of the bike.
No.
Amazing. So y'all are here at this point.
Yeah, we're at this little cross section. Do we see them drive by?
No.
They're already gone, right?
Yeah, you went down the wrong road.
No, I went down that road specifically so I would not get spotted by them.
Yeah, and there's a ton of buildings, and you can sit there for a while, and we can wait and find out, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
Luke and Javi are just gonna post up on top of a building.
And with that, we cut back to the trap. It's a trap.
Trap.
The second we hear gunshots, of like
No, because I could just be holding my hands up like I'm like, oh, you got us, but my wrist is broadcasting everything that's happening to my friends.
Okay, so they sprung the trap. And Pete over here, he's like, all right, so this is how this is gonna work. You're gonna bring us the Hulk, or take him to us. Take us to him. We know you have him, so let's get the Hulk, and no one gets hurt.
And Javier shows up painted green, like a lot shorter than I imagined.
I heard he's
ends.
bulletproof. Let's test that.
You fuck them up.
Actually, they actually do just bounce off of Javier. Like Man of Steel.
They just bounce off his fucking titties.
So,
Like,
Lion Man, says, we don't have the Hulk. You believe everything you read in a newspaper? Come on, please. We all know the media lies.
Lion Man, these guys have guns. I don't know if they're gonna let us go if they think that we're useless.
Oh, no. Look, we've got some pretty good intel. And our boss, well, he's pretty confident in his answer. So, bring us the Hulk. And if you don't want to do that, we'll make an example of you. And you and your other color-clad friends can finally learn and just deliver us the Hulk.
I'm gonna walk forward and be like, Pete, you were recently at the same level as your friends, right? Dan and Ray?
Yeah, what about it?
Look around you. Look at these guys that you just called in. Do you think that they're really gonna just give you what you want for your part in any of this? Just playing this low-level criminal. Who do you work for? How do you, whoever you work for has been lying to you, because we've been trying to investigate the whereabouts of the Hulk as well.
He leans on the railing. Let me tell you something. Look at these guys. Look back to me.
Gulp.
When
Yeah.
my boss, who I work for, is not in it for the money. None of these guys are. They're in it for the greatest game ever alive. They are in it for the hunt. They want to get this creature somewhere and have their little game. When I get the money, instead of taking it to the National Register, if I help them get this Hulk, not just 500,000, 800,000, all mine.
What's stopping us from just leaving and going and getting our friends?
Well, you see, radios are a hell of a thing. We've got more guys already on the way.
Does he not? I look at Lion Man. I'm like, does he not know about Zords? We could just stomp this fucking building.
Lion, Catboy, what's a Zord?
What? Oh,
Fucking with you.
Y'all not know?
Catboy, we don't have that anymore.
Well, I do, so I can come back and just have Tabitha just like in robot form, just devour all these dudes.
Do y'all not have like rules and regulations of when to use swords and not killing regular people with them?
We're being threatened. We're surrounded by guns right now. These dudes are wanting to. Okay, what do you, Lion Man? Do you know something I don't know? Has Banner been telling us the truth about the Hulk?
What did he tell you? Because he told me that it was an experimentation gone wrong on someone who participated in a soldier event.
That's exactly what he told me. So whoever Pete's working for is pretty confident enough to think that the Power Rangers have the Hulk. That look at around us, that they've set all this up.
I mean, to be fair, we are one of the only other people in the world who could possibly contain the beast. It's not that hard to reach for logic. I was just gonna go up and punch him.
Okay, should we just like knock all these dudes out?
Like I said, I've been in a lot worse situations and handled far better, and I was by myself. So I really think that we have the chance to really mollywop the crap out of these guys.
All right, and then I push a distress signal on my watch, like a secret one that just is going out to my friends, all the other Rangers, communicators.
Look, y'all
Alright.
guys can do whatever y'all want to and whatever. Just bring us the Hulk. It's not that simple. Aren't you guys supposed to be the good guys? Why contain a monster when you can let it go and someone else can take care of it? Look, I'll even give y'all a portion of my money.
It sounds like your employer knows a lot about the Hulk. Maybe he could give us a lead, and then we could go locate the Hulk for him or her, whoever it is. It's the 70s. Women can be bosses. Listen.
Women are powerful.
Listen. We actually have a little bit of intel, so maybe if we could talk with your boss, we could put our intel together and figure out exactly where the Hulk is. Listen to my voice. You can tell that I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
All the guns cocked.
God
That's fair.
damn.
Understood.
No,
more,
he
no
says,
more
hold
lying.
on a minute. So y'all don't have them, but you might have an idea, is what you're saying.
We have some intel, but again, if we could just talk to your boss and put our intel together, we could find the Hulk. And that 800,000 sounds like a lot of money that you could do lots of stuff with.
And how I know this isn't a trick?
We're Power Rangers. We don't really have any need for money. And so if the money's going to go to somebody, it should go to somebody that's put in all this hard work like you have.
Although I'm just saying, I have plans for a Lion Mobile. A few couple of bucks would not hurt to have.
Well, maybe if we make a good friendship with old Pete here, we could maybe do some jobs for him and he could pay you, Lion Man. Eventually build yourself up to be able to afford.
No, I don't think the jobs I have in mind are Lion Man's take. But I also don't know if the boss is going to be wanting to hear you out. He may just tell you to tell me and then hightail it and be lucky when those other guys get here that you're able to walk out safe and sound. And he turns around, he pulls out a big fucking radio because it's the 80s. And he starts talking on his radio.
He orders a pizza to class. Zach Morris style. I'm about to go to defender mode and fuck all y'all.
And he turns around, radio still in hand. Yellow. Oh, you're both yellow. less horrifying? Yeah, the one with the tail.
Yeah.
You are exactly. I know you're not going to tell me your real name, but you can't just be Catboy. That'd be insane.
Call me Charlie.
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
Because that's a fake name I'm using.
Sure.
Until
All right, Charlie. Just 1 second.
I don't want to get confused later when he starts calling me Bob and I'm not answering. I'm not smart.
He turns back around. All right, Mr. Charlie, as he leans back on. My boss said he will talk to you since you're the one who offered the idea. But you, and you alone, nobody else. It's the only offer we have for you.
Where would this meeting be held?
Undisclosed.
Man.
Yes,
Get the
Catboy?
others and try your best to follow wherever they take me.
You're not really gonna just do this, are you? If anything happens to you, I don't want to imagine what your leader will do to me.
I'm gonna have. I'm sure that Orion and Allie are tracking me, and whatever. If for some reason they are not able to at some point, the last known location will probably give a pretty good hint of where I end up. But I don't think that these guys have some sort of like space jamming signal thing. I don't really know, but I'm putting my.
Catboy, I can't just let you go. I don't think you understand.
We gotta find out where the Hulk is, and their boss seems to know a little bit more than we do.
Yes, and he's a loony. He thinks that we have the Hulk. We don't have the Hulk. Did you see a Hulk in that base?
No, but again,
Why did you sweat when you said that?
Catman, a Lion Man. There's some stuff that I kind of do know, but I don't know for sure.
You've been lying to us?
I've just been not telling you the full truth, and I don't know if I still even should.
Top right corner, Lion Man will remember that. JK, I guess just tell me whatever it is you're telling me, whatever it is you're keeping from us. Can you at least promise me that it's just like something you absolutely can't tell us for whatever good reason? Can you promise me that?
I don't think so. All I can tell you is that Dr. Banner, might not be telling us the full truth. Maybe he does know more than he's letting on. Because we told you we're from another dimension, right? Well,
yeah.
in another world, I have reason to believe that David Banner is the Hulk. In another world. And maybe that's not the case here, but a lot of weird things seem to follow certain people. And it's just the fact that in another world he is the Hulk makes me just suspicious of him. And he might not be, but that's what I know. That's all I can tell you. And I can't tell you that anything else.
But that's not possible. Jackie was there. She would have told us if the doctor was the Hulk. That's not possible. That would mean Jackie lied to us.
Sometimes there are secrets that you have to keep from your friends to protect them.
But why would she lie to us like that when she could have told us the truth?
But again, Carl, I don't know if that's the case here. So everything I could be saying could just be from the world I'm from. So maybe Jackie doesn't know. Maybe they have been honest with you. Maybe they have been. I don't know for sure. I can only tell you what I know from my world.
Are you guys done yet?
Just don't lose faith in your friends, even if they have been deceiving you. Yeah, I don't know how to proceed with this. I don't know how to proceed.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to be taking you in good hands. As he turns around and he gets on his radio again. Someone teleports in front of you, Charlie.
Oh, fuck. Got teleporting technology. Fuck! Is
My
it a
God, man.
Shadow
What
Ranger?
are you
Fuck!
No!
I made a mistake.
God fucking damn it!
I made a mistake. Lion Man, get out of here. Tell my friends that I'm in another ice prison getting punched in the rib.
Jesus.
Do you actually say this?
Has he been broadcasting this to us the whole time? Are we just hearing
Yeah.
all this shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we heard the entire conversation and everything. Luke is like Luke's facial expressions are going from concerned to absolutely like
Okay, so Charlie, what do you say when you see the Shadow Ranger teleport in front of you? So what do Luke and Javi hear?
The shadow guy.
You're gonna be in real good hands.
I don't like the sound of that.
I got a friend named Axe.
No, you don't.
Jesus
Bullshit.
Christ.
I
He has a
back up.
big.
I'll start swinging if he says that.
Nah, you're gonna come with me. You're gonna go talk to the boss. Not my boss, but he might be able to help me with what I need.
You're working for some dude? Some
We're
random
working for each other,
kingpin?
and I'm not gonna tell you anything else.
All right.
A bag appears magically in his hands.
Goes over my helmet.
Yep, he puts it over your helmet, and then magic cuffs appear and on your hands. Just precaution. Can't have you making any mistakes that you might regret. And he starts to pull you this way.
Oh shit! Fuck, these are magic cuffs too.
Yep.
Okay, so okay.
Lion man, go crawling across. Whenever this meeting of yours is done, where will you take him? We'll bring him back right here, safe and sound. It's a promise.
Have faith in me, Lion Man. Don't lose trust in your friends. And get back up.
And with that, he takes you let's say there's another door somewhere underneath this raptor. All the hunters start to walk down and everyone goes. His Lion Man then runs outside.
Lightning cruisers are sitting there like, what the fuck?
Lightning Cruiser, Charlie's been kidnapped. Why are you pulling out a gun? So he gets out here. He gets on his communicator. Carl, yellow Lion Ranger to everyone. Lion Ranger to everyone. We need to meet back at base. Something's happened.
Carl, we're already here.
I don't see you.
Javi and I are a couple buildings over. We heard a lot.
We've got to find the Hulk. I don't trust that they're gonna not hurt our friend. I tried to talk him out of it.
Charlie can be surprisingly hard-headed at times. But he can also be surprisingly persuasive. I don't think he's as helpless as you might think he is in this situation.
I sure hope you're right. So, Charlie's being taken to an undisclosed location. And you're right there. You can just fucking walk. What are you, lazy?
We'll walk down. I guess Luke would have morphed on the building. And he shows up on Taka.
You've just been carrying that with you?
Well, he
You
had
were on a
Taka.
building.
He had Taka fucking at the bottom of the building. He didn't fucking carry Taka up the building.
Hayakawa's was done some upgrades to it.
You just carried it like it just breaks in two, like Dante's motorcycle, Devil May Cry. Start using it as a weapon.
Devil May Cry, that was my idea.
Anyways, yeah, we're here.
Okay. So,
Okay. Y'all don't mess up my reconnaissance mission. I'm trying to learn what the bad guys think they know.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm not gonna go in.
Y'all can do whatever you want. Y'all can save me. I'm the Princess Peach of this. I'm always getting kidnapped.
You really are.
This time you went willingly. What the fuck?
Like we
I
have
tried to stop
discretion.
you. You could have just fought the bad guy style with Iron Man, but no. So are we just going to wait until they bring Charlie back? We don't want to go after him. I know we had a good idea, but
Luke's just gonna kind of like listen.
How am I gonna bullshit my way out of this one? Thanks,
The
Charlie.
the kid's surprising. The kid's surprising. I trust that he'll be okay, and if he's not, we'll fuck him up.
Here's my plan. You guys gotta kill me now. I have a girl waiting for me on a spaceship, and I can't disappoint her. So it's better if I just die now. Please take me out. She'll remember me as a hero. She'll remember me as a hero if you guys kill me. But if I go up there, I'm gonna disappoint her, and that's the last thing I want to do. So come on, somebody shoot me. You guys got guns, right? Shoot me. And they're just like, what the fuck?
I don't like where this is going. We probably should have taken Lion Man. We're taking you back.
What the fuck is wrong with this kid?
And Charlie's head just going back up there. So you got kidnapped and you didn't think to use the power you used to protect me? You're supposed to be powerful. What the fuck?
I'm a failure. No, where am I right now? Or is my broadcast cut off now? I'm assuming.
I would say that something with the Shadow Ranger is blocking the broadcast.
Ooh.
They heard you get put into a car, and then it just kind of went out.
They were. I asked Lion Man to try to follow me in some way. To try to follow, like, but yeah, never mind.
I mean, Luke and Javi can probably ask Orion to try to figure out your position.
I already found Charlie. I killed everyone in the room,
Oh god.
and then
Yeah,
myself.
we can probably figure out your position.
Yeah, it won't be that hard. But then again, if you tell them what they want to know, they may just let you go. They said they would.
That's why Luke is trusting Charlie here.
Dr. Banner is probably the Hulk, and he's at the base that's in the bay. I think Lion Man has problems mentally. Troy's packing. I saw it with my aura vision.
Too bad he's a fucking asshole.
So, what are y'all gonna do?
What time is it?
7:30.
Oh god. And I'm supposed to meet with him at 8:30.
I know Charlie got kidnapped, but I need to do a medical checkup on Hieta on the ship. That's definitely where I'm going.
Here's the thing though. Luke is keeping an eye on the time. And if Home Dude doesn't show up, that's suspicious.
You know what else is suspicious?
Hmm.
Beep, 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 beep.
Is that just me?
It's all of you.
Okay. Hello? Hello?
I'm sorry to bother everyone. I just rang everyone. I don't know who's busy, what busy, but I need to talk to Luke.
Yep, I'm here.
Luke, I think you're our only hope. He agreed to talk to you.
Is that a Star Wars reference?
I wasn't planning on it, but sure. I wasn't thinking about it like that.
You're our only hope. That was a fucking Star Wars reference.
I wasn't thinking about it like that, but I mean, hey, this game's been crazy. This whole game's been crazy, so
Anyways, yeah, you want me to just come to Jesus Christ, come to where y'all are?
yeah, you can teleport or whichever way. Just it's a lot right now. So be, I guess, gentle with your approach.
I think I can do that. I can try.
It's appreciated. We'll be waiting.
Okay. Luke's gonna ask Allie to put Taka back on the ship.
Gotcha. That happens.
And he's got Jackie's location, yeah.
Yeah, it's the lodge where y'all were at earlier.
Okay, so he's just gonna teleport outside the lodge if he's able to.
You do that, all right. Javier, what are you gonna do in the meantime?
I don't know. You guys just kind of went and left him and did your own thing.
Well, Charlie decided to be Princess Peach again, and Luke has to go talk to Marcus.
Luke would have let Jiraiya know that like a situation has occurred if he wants to meet back up with Carl and Javi.
I'm just gonna hang out with Lion Man.
The Adventures of Lion Man and Gorilla Boy.
The Adventures of Lion Man and Gorilla Boy. It's not the fucking same.
He's Javi just like pummeling people like into to dust. His fists are just
They both
covered
are.
in red. Yeah. He's like, nice old chum. I've never thought about. Oh yeah, he does do this stuff to people.
It's
He
just cuts to
mollywops him.
it cuts to Lion Man Dark Knight style with like behind a guy in an interrogation room. Where are they? I mean,
It's just like-
it's one guy.
Jesus.
I like
Anyway.
your style, Gorilla Boy.
Gorilla Boy, God. Put on these
Hey.
cat ears. Maybe it'll make me feel better.
I'm just like, okay, fool was kind of weird. I don't know how it's gonna stay on the helmet.
If you're gonna follow Lion Man, he's going back to base because he has questions.
Take Jiraiya with you.
So
Take what with you? Who?
Jiraiya.
I'm sure Jiraiya knows. He's a big boy. Oh,
Jiraiya does get here before you take off. Because Charlie, so you ask Lion Man what's next, and Lion Man says, I'm gonna go back to base. I have a lot of questions for Dr. Banner. So, y'all head back to base, to home base. We'll get to Luke in just a second, and then we're gonna cut to Charlie getting water. Then we're gonna cut to Charlie getting waterboarded.
Waterboarded, yeah. Frog mode. I like this. I need to get like a little thing that's like a crystal that opens. Like I'm gonna ask Orion for the pocket dimension, like access to it, and then you just stay in the pocket dimension with your babies, and I'll just keep you in my pocket, Javi. And then when I get in danger, I'll just be like, "All right, y'all are fucked." And then
Pocket Javi.
yeah, but Javi, I choose you. And then like you, Bubbles, Terry, all of y'all come
Terry,
out.
Terry, God damn it! You
not
named my
Terry,
son
not-
Terry.
Not Terry. Terry's not a good name.
So y'all teleport back. Javier, where are you?
I was just following Lion Man because Javi doesn't know what to do now that his team's gone.
Well, yeah. Where's your token?
Oh, my token. That's right.
He's like, my boys are gone. I don't know what to do.
You know, I just spent time in the pocket dimension again because the adults handle everything.
You're the oldest.
So y'all teleport in, and Lion Man immediately comes up in here, only to find Dr. Banner is not here, and neither is Benjamin. So he comes walking back down. He walks past both of you and starts heading into this area where y'all find Troy and Benjamin. As Carl comes in, have any of you seen Dr. Banner? And Troy's like, no. And actually, we're going to ask you the same thing. He's gone.
Oh, fuck.
What do you mean gone? He's gone. He packed his stuff up and he left. All he left was a note talking about how he appreciated it, but he doesn't want to get anyone else wrapped up in the Hulk business, so he just went up and left. I radioed Jackie to let her know, and she said we needed to find him. She said we can't have the Hulk get a hold of him. And Carl just kind of gets quiet. Well, then we need to work faster. Because all this Hulk nonsense going off. Charlie let himself get captured by the hunters who are also working with that Shadow Ranger. Bedgewood looks up. You're joking, right? He wouldn't just do that. They think that we have the Hulk. And which in a situation I told Charlie I handled several times. They mentioned a boss, so Charlie wants to know who the boss is, and he let himself get kidnapped, and they got this Shadow Ranger with them and everything, and we don't even have our full team yet. We're split up again. Jackie and Marcus are in the woods, and now Luke's there, and we're here. Now Banner's gone, and bitches. Well, we're trying to locate him right now. Maybe we can find him pretty quickly, and before then, Jackie and Marcus will be back, and we can go get Charlie, perhaps, or we can track the kid's communicator. Go there now. I can fight the Shadow Ranger, and we can solve it in one go. I mean, their boss can't be anyone, right? He's just going to be some guy. So we just go in there, we gang up on the Shadow Ranger, we get Charlie, we leave, and now the hunters know not to mess with the Hulk. And then I can turn him in and get the $500,000.
$500,000 though.
Jiraiya walks up. I mean, but if the Hulk just is an innocent creature, then why would you do that? $500,000 is $500,000, kid. Did you not hear the 5 followed by 5 zeros? Well, I don't think we should be focusing on the money aspect, but if we can get Charlie's location, it's just the Shadow Ranger and a bunch of guys, like you said. We should be able to jump them and then get Charlie back. They're not thinking about that.
Yeah, I like Troy's. Wait, was Troy the one who suggested we go in there?
Yeah.
I like Troy's idea.
Okay. Right now, we're gonna jump to Luke while y'all plan your plan to save Charlie getting fucking waterboarded, getting right here to save you, Catboy. I was about to figure out who their boss was. They took out my toenails, they electrical shocked me, they stabbed me, they waterboarded me. I was this close.
And I would have been like, dude, that happens. Javi would be like, nobody is leaving this place alive.
White Dino power.
Exactly. Orion would agree with me on this. Like,
so, Luke, you teleport down. You do not have to be morphed if you don't want to.
Yeah, he'd be unmorphed. Let me fix that. It would just be him. He's just gonna go through the back door.
As Luke does.
wait, what happened?
Only sometimes.
So, do you knock or anything?
Yeah, he'll knock.
You knock, and Jackie opens the door and says, "Oh, good, you're here." And she walks you. You would just take a seat wherever.
Where's Marcus?
He went to his room for a little bit to lie down before you got here. I told him I'd get him back up whenever you arrived. And I must tell you, he has to be alone during this conversation. And it seems it appears that Dr. Banner has run off.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm going to go get back at home base and be there to keep them from doing anything stupid.
Please do.
And to find Dr. Banner.
Charlie's trying to get information on the Hulk Hunters leader and everything. Make sure they don't fuck that up. We need intel.
How is he going to get the intel?
He got himself captured by them.
That's definitely interesting. I'll keep it in mind.
The kid's surprising, okay? Just I trust him on this, and If anything, if he's gone for more than like an hour or two, we can track his location probably using the alley.
Fair enough. I guess I have to trust that y'all have done something similar before, but she
Never
turns
have.
around and she opens the door and she walks in. You hear murmuring, and she walks out. He'll be out here shortly. If anything happens and you feel like you need your help, just call me. If I have to, I will come back. Like I said, be very gentle in your approach. He's explained a few things to me, and they're big in scope and very incomprehensible. Maybe since you've been through similar, you'll be able to understand it better than I could.
Luke just nods.
And she walks out, and you hear the teleporter sound. You hear movement inside the bedroom.
Luke just takes a few deep breaths. He looks at his watch.
The door opens, and a man with a blindfold steps out.
Blindfold?
Do you say that out loud?
No, I just was asking for confirmation that he had a blindfold on.
Yes, he has a blindfold on.
Okay.
He walks out. He does not seem to have an issue of knowing where to go. He stands in front of you. I'd like to sit down.
All right.
He walks over and he sits down, chair over here. I'm hoping that you can understand what I've been going through. Jackie told me that you said you had similar experiences.
Yeah.
What kind of experiences?
If you're talking about the visions, the dreams, I get those.
How often?
Dreams are pretty often. Not quite every night, but almost. The visions, it just kind of depends.
Mine haven't stopped in over 5 years. When I'm asleep, when I'm awake. They plagued me for a long time. And it's only recently that I've come to understand the full picture.
And that is?
Something big is coming. But not here. Somewhere far, far away from here. It's an incomprehensible distance to my mind. Ever so little, the full story has put itself together over the span of 5 years. I keep my eyes closed so I can continuously look at it, get more details, and understand exactly what's going to happen. The part I don't get, the part I'm hoping you'll help me understand. The visions I'm seeing are not for me. The truth is, I knew you and your friends were coming. The exact date that you arrived. I had foreseen it. Y'all are on a path that's going to end. At least the part that I see ends. And it's heartbreaking. You see him, don't you? In your sleep. Death.
Yes.
He kills Marcus, doesn't he? Or someone else kills him.
It's not death, but it is someone. Every time.
I know how it ends. I know how it truly ends. You've been gaining more information over time as you see things. Same thing happened to me. Until recently, I had seen only a dear friend. I had seen him again today. Not physically, but there's the bigger picture that I have been focused on for a long time. It's become an obsession of sorts. I am not going to open my eyes until I see it fully. I don't like how it ends. I'm hoping I can help change that.
Hopefully so.
But what I see, I don't quite understand. Something about it. I get flashes of these things. Yet to come. That's how I knew you'd be here. I know you have a Marcus of your own. I know his path has not been a great one. I didn't understand while I was seeing all these things. A man I didn't know. People I hadn't met. I think I finally understand. I'm not meant to be a big part of this. I am merely a messenger. I'd like to show you how it ends.
Alright.
He gets up. I don't know how else I could show you. Even blindfolded, I managed to perfectly recreate what I saw in my mind. And he opens the door to the room that Jackie and Carl had went into.
Luke gets up, follows him over.
It's right in here. He walks in. He starts moving some papers. You see carvings and stuff. On the desk, you see 3 carvings. A snake, a cat, and a mammoth. Specifically, the first thing that grabs your eye. The snake is painted green, the cat is yellow, and the mammoth is black with hints of gold. He's rummaging through the papers. I know I put it around here somewhere. I'm sorry. Everything's cluttered, I know, but I know what's in here. He gets this big piece of paper. It's like big map paper. I'm hoping maybe you can make some sense of this, because I have no idea what it means.
I'll try.
And this is what he shows you.
Ah, I knew it.
When Luke looks at this, you get a seething headache.
Fuck.
You start to feel like something's purging into your mind. You can't control it. It's starting to hurt. It gets harder and harder to contain it. And then everything goes black, and you feel like you fall to the ground. You fall to the ground. You wake up in darkness, a very familiar setting. Smoke on the ground. You start to stand up. It's very quiet at first. And you feel something behind you.
He
A
whips around.
towering presence. You can't quite make the shape. You can tell it's towering over you. And then these red eyes light up. And you hear this.
Oh, I hear it.
You hear that roar as these red eyes tower over you. And you start to hear what sounds like a ton of people running, screaming. You can't see them, but they're all around you. And then everything starts to get real hectic. Your head starts to hurt. And then you open your eyes and you're on the couch. And he's sitting in the chair across from you, still with the blindfold on.
Fuck. How long was I out?
Probably about 3 minutes, give or take. I'm sorry I didn't know that would happen.
It's okay.
But what did you see?
The dragon.
Feels incomplete, doesn't it? Another
Red
side of
eyes, roar, people screaming.
haven't been able to quite see the giant bird. I know it's there, but I haven't seen it yet. I was hoping maybe you had seen something similar. Maybe you could have told me and it would have triggered something in my mind.
I've never seen that.
It's coming. I'm not a part of it, but I see it. Was really hoping I could finish it. See it all. I don't want to open my eyes until I do. If I open my eyes, it'll all become foggy again, and I'm so close. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
You haven't wasted my time.
And how is that?
Any moment when new information is learned is not a moment wasted. I think this was insightful for both of us. So thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
It's fine. I know what you've been told by your leader, Orion. I know the man behind it all. He seeks, yes, he seeks to get that back which is already gone. Y'all are sure there isn't anything that can bring anyone back from the dead.
I don't know of anything personally, though I wouldn't be surprised if there were. What with everything else happening?
And y'all are sure the Marcus y'all are facing is not the one you lost. Y'all are sure of that.
Luke just sits there quietly for a minute. I honestly don't know. There's no way I can know unless I'm able to actually talk to him.
Okay.
He knew me. Now there are other versions of me, there are other versions of Marcus, there are other versions of all of my teammates. So it's not a far stretch to say that he had some other version of me, but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you for giving me that information. I know you're probably wondering if I'm going to go back or not. But I can't. Not when I'm so close.
I figured as much. Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Once your vision is complete, will you join us?
Yes. Once I have the whole thing, I will come back to my team. I just have to know how it ends. With all the details. It's missing some.
Understood. What is that box you have?
The box in the room.
Luke nods.
It's a container. One we discovered back when we were younger. It can hold magical creatures. Demons, even. We used it a long time ago to seal something away. But when I opened the box recently, it was gone.
What was it?
A darkness. Not really taken shape yet. We sealed it away before it could. But then I had a dream. And I woke up. The box had been opened, and it was gone.
So it was holding a darkness?
Darkness, energy, some sort of thing. Not taken shape yet.
Dark
Was
energy. When did it open?
probably about a week ago.
A week ago. I see.
If there are no other questions, I would like to get back to focusing on the vision.
Do you only see my team and I, or do you see others?
I see the people you know. Ali, Hayakawa, Jiraiya. And I'm sure you had met the angel already.
Luke nods.
I know my team needs me. There's still something I have to figure out. And once I do that, I will be back. If you need more rest before you go, I know they can take quite their toll. You are welcome to rest on the couch. Just make sure you lock the door on your way out.
Luke just nods.
He gets up and he goes back into his room. So what are you going to do now?
What time is it, Jay? 8 p.m.?
8:10.
8 to 10. How far out of town is this lodge?
You had to fly like 15 minutes. Don't make this dramatic. You have a teleporter.
No,
Right.
I know. Luke's gonna ask Allie to beam Taka back down. Not yet. He's gonna teleport to some abandoned area
Okay.
in the industrial district where he's probably not going to be spotted. He'll have Allie beam Taka down. And then he'll zip on over to which club was it that we were
The
meeting?
Eclipse.
The Eclipse. Zip on
So-
over to the Eclipse.
Luke starts that. Now we're going to go back to... Actually, no. We're going to take a trip somewhere else.
Oh,
James, if you would place your token.
Mhm.
Man, I didn't have to do any of this. We could have just talked to Marcus. He knows everything. Motherfucker's been just vision questing nonstop.
He's been astral projecting.
You get your mask taken off, Charlie, and you're in this place that does not look like it's in good shape. It looks very rundown.
This isn't where your boss is.
Last minute change. He didn't want you to quite know exactly where he is, in case you start talking. So we found this place out in the woods. It's real nice like that. He's gonna be here any minute. But to save yourself a bit of the pain and the scrutiny, if you have anything you want to say, I'd do it now.
What's the deal, man? Last time we saw you, I heard you scream out that you were working for an empress, and now you're working for some dude. Like, what's you just work? Are you like a mercenary or?
He slaps the shit out of you. Don't you talk about my empress. You aren't worthy to say her name.
I didn't say her name.
You're not worthy to mention her.
Oh man, you got me spitting blood in my helmet.
We could fix that. He's gonna grab your helmet. We could take it off right now. I know they come off.
Chill out, relax, get off of me. You got dudes all over the place. Look, what's going on, man? Like, are you okay? Why are you doing so much?
There I was, a Costco Black Friday.
Say no more. I get it.
Hugs him, crying into his shoulder. I get it now. You don't have to say anymore.
Morph into Black Ranger, and I'm like, let's go paint the town black.
So after you say, "Hey man, stop," you're kind of like doing too much. You hear a voice says, "Yeah, you are doing too much." You start to hear footsteps.
It's your old love
fuck!
interest, Wizard. Oh my god.
It's Zero from Mega Man.
You get stabbed immediately, just like Zero from Mega Man.
Don't do it.
The Shadow Ranger
Oh.
steps by. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. Don't apologize. Hello. Bet you weren't expecting me, were you?
I'm too scared to talk. Fuck. It's a fucking Psycho Ranger's the boss. What do you... Why are you looking for the Hulk? What's going on? What would you have to need a Hulk for? What do you know about that?
Is he? Are you stupid?
A little bit. Yeah.
It's me.
He's the Hulk.
No.
No, Virgil. Virgil. This is Virgil from another world who knows about the Hulk.
He starts laughing. He's like, no. I know you know who I am. Luke couldn't help himself. He would have blabbed too much.
Marcus?
Yeah, it's me. And you know what that means.
Billy's somewhere behind?
Not too far behind.
Oh, fuck! Get off my fucking two, man! Game over, man!
I gotta say, you really survived really well on TerraVenture.
You know about TerraVenture?
What do you expect from the smartest man alive in the multiverse to
Oh,
not know where you're going?
I was hoping that was just a one, like that was just Virgil and Axe. I didn't know you would know about that.
Yeah, we went to try to talk Virgil into joining our team. He wasn't having any of it. It wasn't worth our time. But this guy right here, this guy, he's something.
Do you really want a Hulk, or is this all a trap?
No. Got it all wrong. I'm just observing. He wants to prove himself to Billy and join our team. He wants to play ball. So I'm watching. But the look on my face when I saw him dragging you out of that car, it's too good. Too good. You really fucked up, didn't you? Really let yourself get put in another castle.
Oh shit! I get that reference.
So, his boss, his current employer, is going to be here probably in a few seconds. But I thought I'd stop in and let you know what's really going on. This guy, he's not in charge. I am. He can believe all he wants to. He's just a guy.
Do you know Malagor? Does that name ring a bell to you? Are you the Marcus that like fell by his hands?
Oh, he really weaved a tale for you, didn't he? He really cried a sorry, sad story about how he lost all his teammates and they died. Wow, he really just spilled the beans, didn't he? Ruined the whole thing.
Do you know if you're my Luke's Marcus? Or are you just some other Marcus from the multiverse that happens to be a fucking psycho?
Oh, that's for me to know and for you to never find out.
What? I don't. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. All right.
He gets close to you, and like Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1, he leans back and he just like slaps you on the shoulder. Look, let me break it to you like this. You're really wanting to get a straight answer from a Psycho Ranger, which I know. The big man told you how we work, how we're made. You try getting your ass broken apart over and over and over again, and you'll see how far that gets you. And once you can piece yourself together, be entirely normal, you can ride that high horse all you fucking want to.
Listen, I've not been torn apart billions of times and put back together, but I've been in a situation where I had darkness pushed upon me, and when I got away from it, I realized I didn't want to be another darkness in the universe. I wanted to be the opposite of that. I wanted to be a light shining in the universe. Because I went against darkness. Because I went against an evil that I had to live with. every day. So I'm not someone who's broken apart a bunch of times and then decides to be evil. If you're going to break me apart and kill me, because I'm never going to be on your team. And I know that's not something that you even care about, but for you to be put back together and decide to be a part of the same system that tears everything apart, then they won. They beat you. And that makes you weak. So do whatever you want to me. Both of you fucking kill me, torture me, whatever. But you've already lost because you're fighting for the wrong side.
Charlie, as you finish that, he's looking in your direction, or at least, his helmet looking slightly tilted. You can't see his eyes. And then these red eyes start peering through his visor, and they're looking in your direction as he goes directly for your throat with his hand. I don't think you quite understand the predicament that you find yourself in. You don't know exactly what I went through. I don't care what he told you. I don't care how much your life sucked. You don't get to tell me that the path that I walked was for no reason. I'll get them back. You can't take that from me. And then his eyes start glowing red, and he calms down, he lets go of your throat. And you, if you don't start to make this look any better, you're definitely not in. And then he teleports away.
I'm gonna fucking look at him, the Dark Ranger.
Yeah?
And I'm just like trying to I'm rubbing my throat. And I don't say anything.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. I guess he was right. I don't know what happened to him, and maybe everybody that's talked to me about him has just been full of lies. But everything I said is true. No matter what happens to us, if we just choose to let it beat us and turn us into something that we never were meant to be, then what's the point of existing?
Nice talk, kid. That's not how the world works.
I'm about to morph and beat the shit out of this dude.
Yeah, so you made it out. You're a shining beacon of hope. Some of us, there's no going back.
It's just a choice that you make every day.
I didn't make that choice.
You can right now.
No, I can't. It's not mine to make. And then you see this guy here run over, open the door, and a man steps through. He walks up, he grabs another chair, he sits right in front of you. So, tell me what you can about the Hulk.
All right. Seeing as how I'm your captor, there'd be no reason in you telling me your intel. And apparently your intel is wrong because you thought that the Power Rangers had the Hulk. Sorry, let me gather myself. I just dealt with one of your cohorts that I didn't expect to see.
No, that guy. Yeah. Angry, that guy. Don't like him. But if you're telling me you don't have the Hulk, you lied to me. And he looks to the Shadow Ranger. I didn't lie to you. I know they have him.
What?
He's there.
You said your boss knew that we had him. So you lied to us.
I'm not a good guy. I don't have to tell the truth.
You're not telling the truth to me or him or anybody? What do you stand for?
Chaos.
Fucking obnoxious.
So, you do have the Hulk. Where is he?
No, we don't have the Hulk, but I have intel on the Hulk.
Okay.
And the Dark Ranger told you that we had him, and he told us that you had information on him. So I guess that wasn't true. You have no information on him other than you thought we had him.
No, we know you have him. I have a question for you, Mr. Kitty Cat Ranger.
Mhm.
Does the name David Banner mean anything to you?
Yes. That's my intel. That was my intel.
So you have the Hulk.
In my dealings with Dr. Banner, he expressly told me that he was not the Hulk.
Well, let me tell you something real quick. Dr. Banner lied to you.
Well, apparently that's been happening a lot lately.
You have Dr. Banner, you have the Hulk. He is the Hulk. I want him. Where is he?
Well, if you let me go, I can go get him. I believe the last time we spoke, he was planning on using himself as bait to draw the Hulk out. That's what he told us. But if you're telling me he is the Hulk, then he might be surfacing very soon. So if I were you, I would have all your little guys be on the lookout.
Oh, how about this? I do you one better. You take us to your little base in the ocean.
It's not in the ocean.
It's in the ocean.
What the fuck? Why would you think that? And I look at the Dark Ranger.
I know it's in the ocean. It's in the bay. How many times are you going to lie to me, my friend?
If y'all think y'all know where the base is,
Well, I didn't know where the base was. He just told me that just now. So that's new
So-
information for
so
me.
you don't need any information from me. Apparently, this guy has all the information you need, and you should have just been questioning him a little better. Maybe putting guns on him.
Fair point. But you have information that he does not know. That I do want.
And if you're going to be going after the Hulk, you're going to need a lot more than these military guys with guns. You're going to need every Power Ranger out there to do what they can do to subdue him, weaken him if you're going to try to capture him. So I wouldn't do anything to me, just throwing that out there and seeing if that actually works as a
Does he?
strategy.
Does he not? Did you not tell him? You're just quietly looking out the window. Did you not tell him? I don't think you understand what kind of man I am. I hear that you have a leader. A leader that is really powerful.
Fuck, are y'all getting all this information?
Honestly.
Yeah, I want to know. Like, tell me. Like, my leader's name is Lion Man, and I'm his sidekick, and he is very powerful.
It's not the one I'm talking about.
That's my leader.
It's
Listen,
nothing.
Magnum PI. Look at it. Is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt? What's he wearing? Damn.
He's got a black turtleneck, kind of tight underneath a vest of sorts,
I'm gonna look at him.
and cargo pants.
I'm gonna get close to him and be like, "You're dealing. Look, I know that you're into some shady business and you want money. You want the Hulk for whatever reason, but you're dealing with some dark magic here, some dark forces. Just knowing the Psycho Red Ranger and this lion piece of trash right here, you're not going to come out of this alive if you keep dealing with these people. I don't know what they even want to use you for in getting all this situation, but you need to get out of here and you need to let all of this go. Because I don't care if you're a mob boss or some weird government agency, but dealing with evil Power Rangers is going to get you killed.
I find that very hard to believe. Because they granted me, at least she granted me, really good power.
Oh my god. Are you serious? You got dark powers?
Oh, I've got something. Would you like to see it? Maybe it'll make you talk more.
I don't know. I thought I could plead with this guy thinking he was a normal ass dude who shouldn't be dealing with dark forces, but if he's part of it, then I'm fucked. I don't know. I'm just trying to plead with somebody to become an ally. The Dark Ranger's not doing it. Fucking Tom Selleck's not doing it. I couldn't get Marcus to just chill the fuck out. What are these military guys' names? What's your name? What's your name tag say? Jeffries? Jeffries. You got a wife at home? You got kids?
God, this is just going so badly.
Anyway, back to the thing.
Yeah,
He
what's your
asks you.
power?
He stands up. He moves the chair over. He says, "By the way, before I introduce you to my power, maybe you don't quite understand who you're dealing with. Maybe you never saw my face. But they call me Craven the Hunter."
I fucking called it!
And he transforms into the image and reference art. And he's like 7 feet tall.
Fucking called that shit, motherfucker. Don't you fucking... Oh, it's not Craven. You fucking... You and your raging hard-on for Spider-Man.
It's
Okay,
Spider-Man. To be fair, Spider-Man 2 is almost upon us.
To be fair, yes, but also I had this Craven's been in Spider-Man 2 for a while, but it wasn't that. It was the fact that I wanted this hunter thing to be important, but just some random asshole running it didn't feel right. And I was like, this is a
No,
Marvel thing.
It didn't feel right. That's why I immediately was like, oh, it's fucking Craven. The second you said animal pelts, I was like, oh, it's fucking Craven.
So this 7 foot tall lion thing is in front of you.
I'm going to immediately morph.
You're already morphed.
I'm gonna use my battleizer.
You're cuffed.
Oh fuck! They're magic cuffs too. I can't just be like, fuck these cuffs.
No.
All right, then I will use my turn to cry.
Shadow returns.
It's a reaction to cry.
Marcus said he would do this.
Yeah, Marcus said he would do this.
You got the crier? Excellent.
God damn.
Because after he transformed, I did have one more thing. This guy runs up to 7 foot tall furry Craven and says, Sir, the Hulk's been spotted in Mariner Square. Excellent. All right. It's time to move. Remember, he's mine. And he literally just walks up to this wall and just goes right through it full sprint. And then all the guys they just posted up in here so they could waterboard Charlie. This is not their place of operation. Everyone starts to leave, and then the Shadow Ranger walks. Well, I made you a promise, and it looks like we won't need you anymore. And he moves his hand, and then the cuffs come off. But now that you know exactly what's going on, I do recommend you and your friends stay out of it.
I'm tired of being at the whims of like a villain that just had accidentally made a promise to bring me back to like some location. It's not because I'm fucking beating the shit out of them. It's just because they're like, well, I might be a lying piece of shit, but I did say I was gonna like bring you back to the warehouse at least. Like,
He's not taking you back to the warehouse.
Okay, well, fuck.
He's just leaving you, unless you want to try to fight him.
Yeah.
Please don't. Please
You
don't.
want to try to fight him?
You're gonna die. Please
Go
don't.
Magna Defender at least.
I will.
This man almost one-shot Javi.
I will
Oh yeah, he almost did. Yeah.
Well, I was in a cape looking straight down at a beautiful icy queen, so I didn't see
My
any
queen.
Oh no. Oh no, Charlie's balls are full. Oh no.
I'm pissed.
I know
Fucking
you are.
Craven from the comic books that I've been reading, and fucking Marcus is here, which means Billy's coming, which means
Ah!
I'm not thinking straight. I'm not thinking straight.
I know, I don't blame you. So he walks away to let you go, and you're just gonna get up, morph behind him, and what are you gonna do to get his attention?
I'm just gonna be like, turn around.
He turns his head slightly. Are you sure about this?
No, let's fight.
He flicks his hand real quick, and the sword of darkness appears.
And then I have the Magna Defender sword.
One last chance. Are you 100% sure about this?
No, let's fight.
I think this is Jay, the DM.
I'm taking you out of the equation. I'm taking you off the game board.
Then so be it. Fight!
This is
Bad.
gonna
This is bad.
this is
I did not mean
this
to
is
click on that.
bad.
Why would you do this to me?
I'm sick of this motherfucker.
I mean, I get it. Oh god.
Fucking sick of all this shit. Always being like fucking just like, oh, we're gonna fucking let you live because you're such a pathetic little dude. I couldn't
It's not
swing.
why.
Couldn't swing on the Death Ranger. I couldn't do anything to them. They didn't even give a shit about me. Fucking Draken was just like, I'm gonna protect this little fucking loser. And now this shit. It's all been building up inside of me, and I can't take it anymore.
Okay,
So
fair
they
enough.
fucking- Like
Fair enough.
I'll let you swing.
Charlie has had enough.
swinging the Defender sword was this shit like 23?
Yeah, it's 21, but you need to move up. You're not within reach. Watch you crit and pacify him. Continues to kill him. Jesus, that was almost a crit. Oh my god. Oh shit, bro. Oh, Scoob. Okay,
The
so
Defender sword does so much damage.
that's the point. And this guy has a lot of health anyway. So how do you lay into this man?
So he goes to like block with his sword, and
Yeah.
like my sword hits his sword and then brings it down like onto his shoulder. So he's basically like feeling his own sword.
Interesting. As you make contact with him, something interesting happens. You make contact, and through the sword, you feel something. You're not quite sure yet. You can tell something's not right about this. You don't, somehow, some way, you don't feel good making that action.
Ugh, that's not good.
And that's
Ugh.
-3.
Oh god. Can I still move?
Yeah, you only moved 5 feet.
I want to like after feeling what I just felt, can I stumble backwards and be like, what? Like what the hell?
He grips his shoulder a little bit. What's the matter? You get cold feet.
Kinda.
I think so. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not falling for any more tricks.
What are you talking about? You hit me with your sword. This isn't a trick.
Something didn't feel right when I hit you. Like I was hurting a friend or something. Is that right?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, actually.
Who's under there?
Why would I show you that?
And I'm gonna say, show yourself. And
Are you gonna try? Or do you want to say that in an attempt to try to get him to take off his helmet?
yes.
Okay, that's gonna be persuasion, and you're gonna have to beat a 16.
Fuck.
You'll have a lot of story points. That's
Yeah,
all.
use
Y'all,
one.
Do it.
y'all
Use
never
it. Use it.
use
Use
it,
it.
use
Use
it,
a
use it.
Use a funny story point. I need to know.
I also want to know who this is. I want to know who I'm killing later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is under there?
Who's that Pokemon?
I want to know what this sorcery is that's making me feel bad about hurting you.
He's gripping his shoulder. As you say, what sorcery this is. So that's what you felt. The spell.
Oh,
Oh God.
some spell to protect him.
So he grabs his helmet, and he lifts it up. And as he lifts it up, remember he's not unmorphed. He's just taking his helmet off.
I fucking called it.
I mean, he was in the kitchen, of course. Even if you hadn't met Ed before, you still would have been like, he's there.
You're the guy from the picture on the fridge. You're Ed.
Yeah, I am.
What happened to you? Why are you doing this? Why are you fighting your friends?
She saved my life, and I can't go back. I have no choice but to serve my Empress. Do you understand now?
I've heard stories of people who had their lives saved by someone evil, and they turned that power against. They realized what was really important in their souls, and were able to use that power for good rather than evil. Just because someone saves your life doesn't mean you owe your life to them. You owe your responsibility to your duty, to your friends, to the people that had been there for you your whole life, not just somebody that comes in out of nowhere to bring you back to life because your government or whatever let you down. I'm sorry for what happened to you.
You start to see a bit of like understanding, and then his eyes flash, and he's just, no. I have to serve my Empress.
If you're in there, try to fight it. But for now, you've got to fight me. But Ed, if you're in there anywhere, try to remember what's important. Please.
I think we're done talking.
Hold
It's
my
time to
sword.
finish this. And he puts his helmet back on.
I had Jason's memories for a little while too.
Oh, I did forget about that. Ooh.
So Jason would probably know about the Tommy thing.
I mean, Charlie?
I mean, Charlie would probably know.
Charlie would have at least seen the Sword of Darkness get destroyed by Jason. That is true. Yeah, so you know what this sword is, and you know how you could potentially break the spell.
Can I roll to remember?
No, because I had already previously established. I literally went through what you saw from Jason's memories, and him fighting Tommy and bringing him to the good side was one of it. So that's on me, the player. You just know. You may have been like, dumb me. I know how to break this sword now. You could just say you just weren't thinking about it.
Knock it out of his hand and then use the Magna Defender sword to vaporize it?
Blaster, sword, whichever one works.
So I just need to knock it out of his hand and fuck it up.
Yep.
Alright.
Or you can try to blast it in his hand and try to fuck it up. That's going to be a little more difficult.
Okay. It's his turn.
It is his turn, and he's going to approach you.
I'm just it's his turn.
And I'm going to say, since you know that, he sees you looking at the sword, so he quickly puts the sword away for a brief moment to try to just take you on hand to hand. Nope. He does not get you with his military training.
Okay, so he just put the sword behind him?
Yeah.
Like in like a fucking hilt that's kind of on his back of his belt or something, or the back of his back?
It's just like on the back of his back, kind of like Western swords. It's not sheath or anything. It's just kind of stuck to his back.
Oh god, he's probably faster than me too, so I'm going to attempt to pacify him.
Yeah, okay.
Pacified.
So he's got a 2, so just going to roll with alertness. It's under willpower, and he has to beat a 17. Let's see if he can pull it off.
And then we roll like a
God
D4.
damn it!
Damn!
So he got it?
Yeah, he got it. Technically, at this point, you're not fighting his willpower. You're fighting the spell over his willpower. That's the way I'm going to say that he beat out. So what happened is that you tried to pacify him, and you reached deep into his mind, and you basically heard Rita laugh, nice try, Ranger. And then you got pushed. Your mind just got shoved back into your mind.
Alright, that was my turn.
God, Charlie, the more you don't do things, the more a chance he has to fucking hit you hard with this fucking...
Do I have an opportunity to do stuff?
So
I felt like that would have been my main action, right?
you use that's a power. That's not a...
Oh.
He would have had to use a you would that's a power. So that's one personal power. That's not your main action. Powers are not main actions.
Okay, then I want to swing the defender sword again, if that's okay.
Yeah, do that.
Yes! You got
Yes! Holy shit!
That's what was wrong with your computer.
Critical.
It had to process this shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I
my
think he's
God.
dead.
Oh no!
You can knock
No,
him
he's
out.
got
You
one
can
health
not
left.
lethal
He's
him.
got
You
one
can not
health
lethal.
Hold on.
He has 8 HP. He only did 3 the first swing.
Oh, yeah.
4.
So, how do you swing into this man with your critical success?
I'm like, well, the ray didn't work. Maybe the sword will pacify him.
I cut his
Take
fucking
this,
head.
my love.
I stab it into his left leg.
Jesus.
So, y'all are going back and
screaming.
forth for a little bit, and you just... After the ray, he comes at you, and he basically are just clanging swords, the two different powers surging, and then you just see a direct opening and stab him right in the leg.
Do I roll a D2 or a D4?
You nick one of the major arteries. He's now bleeding out.
I got a 1.
So he's pacified for a turn. So you have a turn to fucking...
Do I see the hilt of the dark saber? The dark sword. The sword of darkness.
So after the ray, he pulled it out. So if you stabbed him in the leg, you had a critical. He drops that shit.
I rear back with my Magna Defender blade, the fucking Defender sword, and I strike down onto the hilt to destroy that sword.
Okay. Normally, I would say you have to wait, but he's gonna be pacified his turn anyway, and even after it ends, he can't do anything. It's not his turn. So, yeah. He does look... after you pacify him and you stab him in the leg, there is a bit of... You can feel something pushed back, but you pushed through it. So you push through Redispel, and then you stab the Sword of Darkness, and it just eviscerates into nothing.
Awesome! Oh, fuck!
Oh,
This is not how I expected this to go.
I'm gonna... Okay. Oh, he's not Shadow Ranger anymore, so I should have communication abilities and teleportation abilities, right?
And just teleport him to base.
Yes.
I get on my... Okay, I fucking lift him up over my shoulder, and I teleport back to the headquarters of the underwater base. Guys, I'm bringing in a guest. Everybody get ready.
What? What the fuck are you talking? Like, Luke cuts off. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm bringing Ed back.
What?
Don't.
Luke fucking teleports to base.
So
I'm sweaty right now. I am fucking sweating right now.
where my balls? They're so full.
Y'all pushed me too far. You pushed me too far.
Charlie, after this is all over, God, I can't wait to get home and see my wife.
Hell yeah, Charlie. See,
Someone's-
this is why Luke was like, trust the boy. Trust him. Okay, hang on.
I got a lot of bad news, though.
I've got a lot of bad news.
Luke is here. And
Luke
I
is
imagine
the only one here.
Luke is the only one here?
How is Luke the only one here? We were here before that, or did we all leave to go
Get him!
find
He
Charlie?
needs medical attention. We got to get him to the medical bay.
Yeah, because
Thank
Luke,
God.
I think Luke was probably the only one was the first one to respond, right?
Well, he's pacified. He's not unconscious. So just punch him one more time so he unmorphs and becomes unconscious.
Hang on. So, real quick, Luke was the only one to respond. Did no one else respond?
No, you're the only one at base.
They're all busy with other shit, probably.
But I mean, could they not teleport?
That's what they heard. They might be dealing.
I'm gonna say fuck it. I just called Luke.
Yeah, they might be dealing with something a lot bigger.
Okay, so are we gonna retcon and say that Charlie just called Luke?
My shit was set to only have on Luke and Javi. So Javi heard it too, but I don't know what he's doing.
Javi doesn't know who Ed is.
I don't know what's happening either. Like I just know that Charlie got kidnapped, and now we know, and now he's calling me. but I don't know what Jay got me into because I'm not in the base anymore.
Help
So,
me get
Yeah.
him on the bed.
okay, so real quick, to end the confusion real quick, what made Craven leave?
The Hulk.
Hulk.
Oh my God, the fucking
Yeah.
Hulk.
So
Yeah,
Javi's busy dealing with that, and Javi hears Charlie, but Javi's too busy, and he doesn't know who the fuck Ed is. So that's why Luke's like, "What?" and immediately teleports.
Help me get him on this bed.
Fuck.
I stabbed him in the leg and the shoulder.
Yeah, I see that. You did a real good number on him.
Also, be
Luke's
careful.
like,
This doctor might try to fuck you, Ed.
this doctor is gonna fuck you, Ed. No. Anyways, Luke's like
Chris, we gotta
fucking
get those
pulling
pants
shit.
off.
Luke, it's not just the Hulk that's here. We're dealing with like Craven the Hunter, and I stop before I tell Luke the other thing, and I don't say it. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
because if you say that to
Let's
him
just help
right
it.
now,
Yeah.
he needs to focus. He needs to focus. Yeah, Luke's like pulling shit out of the fucking cabinets. He fucking runs over and everything, and is like, "Buddy, unmorph. Can you unmorph?"
What?
I'm just gonna stand in the corner and be ready for anything just in
Beat
case
the
he's
shit out of him so he goes unconscious and unmorphs.
Can Luke fuck with his little like? Is there a morpher or anything on him?
He's
He
got
could
stuff
take-
on him.
He could still be evil, like there could be residual darkness that's in his heart and shit.
Does Luke see a morpher or anything on him? I mean, yeah, he can doctor him without him unmorphing, but it would probably be better if he was
Roll
not.
alertness. You're not sure what you're looking at.
I'm rambling on, like I'm just like,
Yeah, Charlie's in the background, like.
Yeah.
it's Ed, it's the guy from the picture.
I get it. And like Luke's like fucking like looking over him, like looking at his arm, like his wrists and stuff, trying to find a fucking battleizer or morpher or some shit.
So,
The Sword of Darkness. I think it was controlling him or part of it.
Yes, that's how that works.
Couldn't you destroy it now that you have him basically incapacitated?
he already destroyed the sword.
Oh, he already did.
Yeah, he
Jesus,
already
I'm,
destroyed it.
I'm trying to fill Luke in on everything, but Luke's just like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, Luke doesn't say that, but Luke does.
I get it.
Yeah, Luke does get his helmet off. He's very much like in doctor mode, like very much in emergency mode. He gets Ed's helmet off of him and everything, and he's trying to find like whatever. I rolled a 15.
But
I mean,
either
that's
way,
where-
so you find that it looks like a buckle, and you start to try to mess with it, and lo and behold, you're not quite sure what you did. But
Okay. Cool. Now I can actually get to your squishy bits a bit better. Luke does his medical thing. I mean, I've got essentially a massive med kit going on. So users with science medicine may use the kit. I can heal him for 2 damage right now. I mean, I can probably bring him back up a decent amount, but I'm focusing on like wrapping his leg, making sure that's not bleeding out. I'm like fucking like I'm cleaning the wounds. I'm focusing on his shoulder, like I'm the thing, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
He's very focused. There's probably like he's got gloves on, and he would have taken his jacket off, and pulled his sleeves up and everything. Like, boy is patched up.
okay, he's very much unconscious. He's fine. He's healthy. He's just not responding that much. I mean, he just got a spell broken from him. The source of the spell destroyed. He is basically just resting,
Cool.
but he is fine.
Got it. Charlie, I need you to start from the top and explain everything that just happened. Because I had a feeling that I had. So you know how I dropped my coffee cup this morning?
Yeah.
I ran into him last night.
Yeah, I thought I saw that something was weird, and I asked if you'd seen a ghost, and I could tell that you were being dishonest with me, but I let it go.
Yeah.
And I think we should always try to be honest with each other, no matter how scary or hard it is to tell someone that you love that something very bad is happening. So I'm going to tell you the absolute truth, even though I really don't want to. Your Marcus is here. That's not from the top. That's just the main thing I need to say. And if he's here, that means Billy's coming.
Billy's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's either coming or he's here. So I don't know what's going on in the city with Kraven. Yes, I did say Kraven earlier. Kraven the Hunter from Spider-Man. He fucking came out a year before I was born, but I've been reading him in the comic books. And he's in charge of all this Hulk hunting business. Banner is the Hulk according to all the bad guys. He's been lying to us too. I kind of understand why he needed to if that's the case. We got a lot going on right now. This is too much. I couldn't. They were about to just let me be, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I attacked Ed here. They were about to leave me. They were just gonna leave me in the woods, and I just needed one victory because I just dealt with way too much. Craven Marcus Ed was being a fucking piece of. I'm sorry for all the cussing. I'm mad.
Thank you. First of all.
What are we gonna do?
Fuck.
Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay?
Right now, we need to focus on the Hulk situation. How I feel is not relevant right now.
We can't leave Ed here alone in this base.
Obviously. But what the fuck do we tell them? See, that's why I didn't say anything about knowing who Ed was, because I was supposed to. The thing that I was talking about that I had to do tonight, I was supposed to meet with him tonight. I was supposed to meet up with him tonight, and I was gonna try to get more information out of him, try to figure out what the fuck was going on with him. Clearly, you did that for me, so thank you.
Look, you're my leader. How do you want to play this? Do you want me to go into the city and help with the Hulk situation, and you stay here with Ed, or do you want me to stay here with Ed and you go into the city to help with the Hulk situation? What's it gonna be?
Are you okay?
I don't know, but I think that I'm okay enough. And if they're going up against the Hulk, and all those Hulk hunters and Kraven are after him, they might not need someone there to pacify the Hulk. He might need to just do what he does best.
That being said, okay.
We could always call each other to swap out.
Okay, just.
You won't need to.
Luke fucking whips around.
Oh shit! Red
Yeah,
Falcon.
Luke fucking whips around.
Who the hell's this guy? I've never met him.
Who are you? We have an intruder. Just fucking pacify him too.
Magnusword. No, I can't do it anymore.
But Marcus?
Yeah, I'm here. I'll stay here with Ed. It's my fault. I should have known. I wasn't able to piece it together, and then something happened. I felt him cry out in a moment, and I realized he was alive. So I came back here.
Sorry, go ahead.
He was under Rita's spell. Rita Repulsa is a.
I destroyed the Sword of Darkness that had a spell over him. I want to check his aura, though. I want to check Ed's and this new Marcus's aura, because I don't know if I can trust this guy.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm breaking your game.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Charlie, you've seen this aura before.
Fuck.
You know who this is.
It's Marcus.
Is it bad, Marcus?
Yeah. I grab Luke and pull him back.
Oh
Fuck!
my god! Oh my
Is Ed at least good?
I'm so sorry I'm
Ed's,
breaking the game.
Ed's
I'm so
unconscious.
sorry.
It's
Yeah,
my fault. I gave
no.
this to you.
I stand in
Yeah.
front of Ed like to protect the bed.
Well, I mean, Luke would probably still be here then.
That's a
Well,
neat trick of yours.
it is
Always
at least more.
ruining everything.
Hi.
He's got his sword in his hand. He flings around. After all this time, that's the best you could come up with?
Well, you kind of left last time. Didn't really even get to say hello.
Yeah, I left. He stabs the sword into the ground. Left, and you weaved a tale of woe about your sad, stupid life.
Insults. That's the little game we're gonna play.
I'm just here for him.
Why do you want him?
He's gonna join our team.
I mean, probably not anymore. He's not evil anymore. He's just some guy now.
Hypothetically, if you were an evil empress, would you pick someone that's on the verge of death? That is good when you can't quite put all the magic into that you could before with someone else? Or would you pick someone who's deep down a massive piece of shit and make the job so much easier for yourself?
Either way.
No, not either way. He picks the sword up. This is only ending one way. Y'all aren't strong enough for me.
I know. I know there's no way we could potentially stop you if you wanted him.
So move. Do the thing you've always been good at. Running.
You talk about running. Where have you been? Following Billy around? That doesn't seem like you. You hate answering to people. Especially people that you know would look down on you.
We both know that sometimes you have to give up something. Chasing a dream. A dream I'm going to...
What are you even chasing, Marcus?
I don't know. Maybe. I just wanted to be a part of a winning team for once. I don't know if you're aware, if you even bothered asking, your almighty savior. Our team always loses. I'm gonna make it win for once. And I don't care who I have to kill to make that happen.
So you would kill part of your own team to
You're not my
save
team.
your team.
You're not my team.
Can I do something? Can I just like dip out?
I mean, he's trying to get to Ed, so if you want to get between Marcus and Ed, you can go right ahead.
But
I mean, he's already there.
He is gonna point his sword at Charlie. You can either move or be moved. Your choice.
I told you earlier that I was ready to die to protect my friends. Yellow House Cat Ranger, and I morph.
God, I love this kid. Well, I guess, Charlie, it's just gonna be me and you.
Luke steps in between them.
Don't even.
You said you would kill me.
And I
Can
will.
you? Can you bring yourself to do that?
I did it once before. It's not hard.
Once before?
We're done talking. It's time to end this. So, Charlie, which one are you gonna do?
God,
Are you gonna-
I hate you. I hate you. I have a choice.
Which one are you gonna pick? You can only get one.
Oh God, I got to think about what Charlie would do, not what I think would be optimal. Fuck, he's gonna be mad at me either way. I know. I feel like I have come to know Luke. I trust Luke as my leader. I trust what Luke. Wait. Do I trust what Luke would?
Luke is trying to trying to protect you and Ed right now.
I choose Ed. I choose Ed.
Yeah.
Where are you taking him?
Safest place.
Mm,
Safest place.
don't say that.
No. I'm not here. I'm not here. Take him wherever you want. I'm not here.
To help you out with your decision, I want you to think back. And yeah, you can think you know. But remember what Marcus said. Remember what y'all know currently. Rita is not at full power. Be a lot easier to pick someone who isn't a good person.
Where do I take Ed though?
Okay, I'll tell you this. If you can roll this really hard roll, I'll let you do what you wanted to do.
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess Charlie would panic and okay, what do I roll though? Like just D20?
Be really quick for this. Roll finesse with a specialization because that kind of fits.
Oh, I have escape artist.
However, before you roll, real quick, before you hit that button, I'm letting you roll to try to get both. If you fail, you still get one.
But I
But
don't
it's
want to just leave this dude in their lab. They're gonna come back, everything's gonna be fucked up.
How about just teleport with
But-
him to us?
so if you fail while rolling this, you get one, but it's determined by dice roll which one you get.
And now I gotta roll like a D2 basically?
Yeah. R/D2, however you the thing is for roll 20.
Should I use a story point? Because I would choose
Yeah, I
Ed.
don't mind.
If you just want to take Ed, then just take Ed.
If you would
I was
choose
just
Ed, choose Ed. Take Ed.
I take Ed. I would always choose Ed.
okay. So where are you going with Ed? Where would Charlie take him in a quick minute? Where would Charlie be thinking to go?
Without thinking, Charlie would take him to Orion.
That's where he's going.
That's probably the best place to take him.
So Luke, behind you, all of a sudden you just hear Charlie say, "I'm sorry, and then just grab Ed and teleport out.
We leave.
That's
And
okay.
Marcus just he really didn't just take him where I thought he did.
Luke just kind of tilts his head to the side. Probably.
His sword vanishes. Well, I'm done here. Ed's
Really?
dead.
Can I show up and kill him?
Ed's gonna die.
Why is that?
Cause your friend just took one evil son of a bitch aboard the ship. And we
Oh, that's what you meant. He's already a piece of shit. That's why they're turning him.
Continue.
and we know what's on your ship. And we know what your leader is going to do to him. I'm just disappointed that I can't watch the whole thing. He would have been a great addition to the team. It's a shame he's going to get his fucking face caved in.
You seem so sure about a lot of things.
Why don't you ask Charlie about what we know? Then you'll understand. Until next time. And he vanishes.
Luke just kind of stays there for a moment. Kind of sits down. What the fuck?
And before we end session, real quick, we're going to cut to Mariner Square to see how things are going.
I hope they're doing okay.
Javier in a pool knows blood. Just chilling.
I didn't hear no bell.
Damn, that Javier guy sure is strong. He just keeps getting decked after decked by the Hulk, and he's still going.
He's like on his last leg, like, I didn't hear no bell.
Just at this point, he gets so desperate. He tries to be like, "You don't want to do this, fool. You want to kiss me and be my girlfriend." Gets punched. All right, never mind. That's just Charlie that can do that.
I guess it's just a Charlie thing, man.
So here at Mariner Square, there were several hunters. Javier, you were here with Jiraiya and the Life Force team. What's here of the Life Force team? And on the stairs is the Hulk.
You mean the incredible green fella?
God damn it.
The indomitable Greenfoot.
The indomitable.
Shit.
So Charlie, you're here. There are mixed feelings. There would have been a conversation had when Jackie got back about Banner potentially being the Hulk and a few other things. Y'all got the call, and now y'all are here. The Hulk has already taken down a few hunters. These are here. They are not dead. They are unconscious.
Okay.
How does Javier feel seeing the over 7 foot tall Hulk?
Javier's just like, I must go to the gym immediately and become this man.
It's a good thing you never demorph from being a gorilla ranger, so you already have gorilla strength ready to go.
Right?
So this is the situation here. The other situation, which we're going to leave it here at the Hulk scene, Charlie, you teleport Ed to the ship.
Yes.
You're in the common area.
I'm screaming to get Orion.
As you start screaming for Orion, the alarm goes off.
Oh, fuck.
Evil presence detected on ship. Evil presence detected on ship. Evil presence detected on
Keep that
ship.
in mind, Javi. Javi, remember this. I know you're not here, but Juan, I want you to remember this.
And as this alarm's going off instantly, no footsteps, teleportation. You have Ed in when you teleported him, he ended up on the floor, and you're hovering over him. You're hovering over him.
I'm over him.
He's on the floor, and all of a sudden, a dark shadow is cast upon you as you look up to Orion.
Orion, he's hurt real bad, and I know that we have like a prison cell or somewhere we can hold him?
Why did you bring him aboard my ship?
He's hurt. I destroyed the Sword of Darkness. I figured the spell would be off. He just needs to get it out of his system.
The spell's already gone.
Orion, Marcus, Psycho Marcus is down there. He wants this guy. He wants to turn him to the evil team.
You should have let him.
What do you? He
I
was a
will.
ranger. He was a ranger once. There was a reason that he was chosen to be the Green Rhino Ranger. He fought for America. Like, he's got good in him. He did at least once.
From what I've learned from Hayakawa, there wasn't any amount of choice or choosing. There was no selection of character. They chose them because of their grades and their abilities. In Troy's case, he was picked because his father wanted him to be a part of the team. These powers aren't something like the ones you've encountered that choose people. They were created, technological powers. They have an animal motif, but they were created by man. It doesn't matter what your heart is.
What about the wisdom that the Rhino gave him?
He may have gained wisdom from the power, a side effect of using the power and keep using it. These powers aren't sentient, not like the ones you've been encountering.
Is Orion about to just like lift me up by the collar and just set me aside and then do stuff?
Probably.
God, am I about to witness some bad stuff?
To close out game, Orion just says, he's not welcome on my ship, but I can't exactly afford to let him live. Now step aside.
I don't step aside. He's gonna have to physically move me off of this guy.
We will find out what happens next time on Power Rangers Dimension Storm.